Hey people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch along. Big up your damn selves in the building. Yeah, I saw I was muted. I immediately deeped it. I was like, yo, hold on a second. Slightly muted, but not anymore, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? It's been a while. It's been a couple of... When was the last time I did this? When was the last time we did this, man? It's been a while. Because obviously the game at the weekend, Big Six fixture, you already know what happens. And then we're here. You know what I mean? We're back. Panathinaikos away. Newcastle at home. 2 o'clock kickoff. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know what I mean? You nervous? Do you know what it is, yeah? I am respecting, and I really should have done this before, but that home crowd today is going to be off the charts, ladies and gentlemen. Off the charts. No doubt about it. It's going to be serious. They're going to be causing a ruckus. And you know, usually I'd say, like, try and quieten the home crowd down, try and score early, shut them up. They're not going to shut up. They will not shut up. It doesn't matter if we score early, they're going to carry on. So it's going to be a test for the players from an atmosphere standpoint. From a technical standpoint, I'll be honest, I'm still extremely confident. Very, very, very confident. We've got so many good players coming into this B team. We shouldn't have a struggle technically, but atmosphere-wise, they could get to us. That is the definition of a 12th man, but let's see. Hopefully we'll be okay. Starting early, as always, 98K. Yes, IBK. How you doing, sir? How are you doing? We're almost there indeed. We're almost there indeed. Listen. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while. Smash up the likes. Let's get to 100. Big up everybody in the chat. I'm going to run a poll. Starting 11. When does the starting 11 drop? It's been a while since we did a European game. I'm trying to remember when the starting 11 even drops, to be honest. Let's see. Shouldn't be too much of a long wait. Oh, I don't actually wait. Let me think with the poll. With the poll, will I go with... Yeah, this is our toughest game, man, in the league table, whatever you want to call it. So I am gonna go with just a standard home win, draw, away win. I'm not gonna lie, most of these Conference League games, I'm not going with who's winning. I'm going with how many are we scoring, who's the goal scorer. I'm going with those. But this one I will respect. This one I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna be very respectful this time. Yeah, man, we have to. Oh, yeah, some of the fixtures are crazy. But how are we all feeling? We're off the back of that draw against Liverpool, that loss against Liverpool, sorry. I don't think any of the academy graduates are going to debut today. It's nice to see them in the squad. I think it's just an experience thing for them. I also think, and I wonder, and this is just me just trying to deep the situation with Achampong. I wonder, because from what I remember, you know, we don't call up these two lads, you know, usually. These are their first opportunities. And we rested a lot more senior players than usual. So I wonder if it's a little bit of a nudge to Achampong, like, listen, we will give chances. We have given chances to you. You have had opportunities off the bench. Maybe you want to start. I don't know. But to be honest, I think opportunities off the bench is fair. I think it's fair. I'm trying to remember against Barrow what our starting 11 was, because that was maybe an opportunity to really take the piss a bit, because we should be beating Barrow. I think even our under-23, you know, team should be going up against the Barrows and winning, to be honest, when they play those not PL2, but those cup games in the St. Johnston's Paint Trophy and all those things. But let me see. Barrow, did he start against Barrow? I don't think he did. No, starting 11 against Barrow, Gusto started. It was actually quite a strong team. Cassidy started, Shrewsbury Hall started, and he was on the bench. But he did come on off the bench, along with Chilwell, Tyreek George, Chukwuemeka, and Guiu. He's had opportunities off the bench. Now, for me, I'm not outraged because I'm not shocked. And we were having this discussion. If you guys remember, we were having this discussion about Achampong. Would it be Achampong? Do you save, or what do you do with Reece James? Because really, you're not talking about Gusto. And Reece James, the only reason why we're even contemplating him is just injuries and availability as an ability, and will he be able to play often and frequently and whatnot. And right now, that seems like pointless to bring up. But if he was to get another big injury and say be out for like 4 or 5 months, I guarantee you the conversation opens up at least. But Achampong, listen, it's do you stay here and be third choice, or do you potentially go to Liverpool, replace Trent, be competing with Conor Bradley, or Dortmund or, people want us to integrate him. I can only really see us integrating him if he moves to centre-back because we do have those 2 right-backs. I think even James, the way he played against Liverpool, I know he had a little bit of an error for the goal, but the way that he just came into that team, brother, if Reece James is available, fit and well and healthy, eating his greens, 3 meals a day, he starts. Let's not lie. I know we want to, even with Gusto, even Gusto will be pushing to try and get minutes. If Reece James is at it, the only reason why it becomes rotation is because of fitness. We play him once a week. We play Gusto in the other game. How does Acheampong really fit into that? He doesn't really. As much as I would love to see him, but I do believe 2 right backs is enough. So I can't really get too annoyed. I'll be honest. It's tactical, yeah. I think it is a little bit. I think it is because I don't think either of these 2 academy players are going to play. I think it is a little bit tactical to bring them into the squad. Just little nudge. Yo, sign the contract. But I'm not angry if he doesn't sign the contract. I completely understand the logic of him not signing the contract. It's just we actually integrate our youngsters quite well, I think. But I actually can't see a clear pathway for him at right back, I'll be honest. He'd have to go centre back and deputise for Fofana and push Disasi to the curb or whatever. Let's see what you guys are saying. Isn't it an hour before kickoff? Well, usually it was, but the Prem was also up giving us lineups early. I think it was, what was it? Was it 90 minutes before kickoff they give the lineups in the Prem now? The season's been a bit earlier. Reece James staying fit is still 50-50. It is. And that's why it is between him and Acheampong. Because it is 50-50. And it's not even about necessarily selling. Because I think if Reece James is injured, who's buying? Because you can't buy an injured player. They won't pass to medical. But it does mean we need 2 right-backs again. Because he's not fit. And then Acheampong can actually say he gets minutes. But listen, Acheampong's going to be an ambitious kid. He's going to know that he's highly sought after. He's going to have definitely a high potential. And he's not going to be interested in, I'm the second choice if someone's injured. He's going to be interested in, can I get serious minutes, as a second choice would. If it was him and Reece James, there's no excuse not to sign the contract because you're going to get minutes. Even if Reece is fit, you're going to get minutes because we're going to rotate. But with Gusto there as well, very, very difficult. Is the lineups out? Oh, sugar. Oh, my God. The lineups are out, apparently. I'm going to read them out first, and then I'll get them on the screen after, because I don't really want to delay. I feel like I haven't done a watch-along in ages, but I haven't. I haven't done a watch-along since Nottingham Forest, and that was, 2.5 weeks ago? Feels weird. But it's good to be back, though. Well, the Chelsea Twitter account's not posted nothing. They're just posted images of Greece. Admin's on holiday. Admin's on holiday. He's just posting, sights to see, hot tourist spots. That's all he's doing. He ain't posting nothing about no lineup. It's not out yet, is it? It's not out yet because the lineup ain't on Twitter. So I don't know where you guys are getting the lineup from. Well, it is what it is. We will wait. Roman's birthday. Yes, happy birthday to Roman. Indeed. I saw the birthday messages going up on Instagrams and whatnot. I think Marina wished him a happy birthday. I miss him dearly. But we have to move on. As hard as it is, we have to move on, people. But yeah, I do wish I could turn back time a little bit. And it's not to say everything under him was perfect, because it definitely wasn't. We didn't retain a title after the first one under him. But yeah, his connection was different level, man. Silent assassin. Do you think we can get top 4 comfortably? This is the only conversation for me. You know me, right? Top 4, that's the target. I'm walking before we run. I think we have to respect the competition and not just think top 4's done and it's dusted and we're going to get it. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't even be sitting in 6th. The only teams that can say top 4 is done and dusted is the teams in the top 3 that are going to have that gap between the rest of the pack. I've no doubts. Now, if Arsenal keep picking up injuries, these are the asterisks. These are the asterisks. When you do predictions at the start of the season, there's always asterisks. Managers can be sacked. Suspensions, I don't know, injuries. anything can happen that changes the landscape of what you initially thought would appear. If they have an injury crisis and they're just kind of like us last season, they're collecting 9, 10 injuries, that obviously changes things. They might get dragged into things. But if everything is normal, 4th is, I think, the highest we will get. I'd love to go higher, but I'm just being realistic, especially with the way we have those individual errors keep cropping up. But doing it comfortably would be great. I haven't ruled that out. All I've said is that, you know, usually top 4 fights are very tense. They're very, very close. You know, it's very much down to the last couple of games. I'd love for it to be done earlier. I think if it's done earlier, that would be fantastic, because then we don't need to worry. Don't need to stress ourselves. And by that part of the season, I'd like to think we're in an FA Cup final. I'd like to think we're in a Conference League final. And then we can focus on those games even more. And we can start to maybe even rest in the Premier League. Because right now, at the start of the season, we are resting, playing the B team in the Conference League. As the season goes on, we're going to have to take the cups more seriously. I think Parma, Lavia, Fofana, they'll be registered for the second phase of this tournament, etc. You know, FA Cups, Carabao Cups, if you start to get into the final rounds, you're going to have to play strong teams. So, you know, it would be nice to be able to say Prem's done. And then you can choose if you want to go on the beach because top 4 is that comfortable, or you can obviously try and finish 3rd or whatever. But you know me, you know, 4th, 3rd, it's all about points. I think if we're looking at progress, I'm always looking at points. You can finish 2nd and be 10 points off the leader, or you can finish 2nd and be 1 point off the leader. So points for me is what I look at. And if we can hit 70 points, guaranteed we're getting top 4, and that's very good progress. 70 points that's a good boost. The lineup's out. Okay. CFC Daily and all these men are tweeting, and hold on a second. So Chelsea haven't tweeted. So Chelsea are late. They don't even know the team. Oh, sugar. We got the team. Oh, hold on. All right, so my man Yogurt Pot, Jorgensen, is in goal. Desassi, Cucurella starts. That's a surprise. Badia Shill. It's not actually done in order of the positions. It's done in the order of the squad numbers. You know how much I hate that, but it is what it is. So let me try and articulate it in a way that makes sense. So yeah, the backup keeper goes in. Desassi goes in. What are we doing? What's going on? Is Cucurella playing right back? What in the world is this? He's playing Renato Vega. He's playing Cucurella. He's playing Desassi. He's playing Badia Shill. Enzo Fernandez starts, as I predicted in the preview. Dewsbury Hall goes in there. So Cassidy goes back to the bench. Mudryk, Felix, and Nkunku. And yeah, that's the front line. Neto as well. Are we playing Cucurella at right back? I think we are. Because in my head now, I'm thinking, if you play Renato Vega at centre-back, Badia Shill and Desassi, and it all just shuffles across into a back 3. So Desassi's a right back, but it's a 3. Cucurella inverts. That could work. That will work. But I don't know their winger. I don't know if Desassi could get cut up on the wide area. Or it's a flat 4, and it's Cucurella at right back, as we saw against Fulham away. Was that last year or the year before? And yeah, then it's Badia Shill, Desassi as centre-backs. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, well, listen, we'll see how it looks. I don't really mind either way. You know, I expect us to win regardless, but that is interesting. I wasn't expecting to see both the left backs in this team. So Tosin isn't in this team. I had Tosin to start, but he doesn't. He doesn't start. So at the moment, I'm just going to put it down as Cucurella being at right back, but don't be surprised if he's not. Because Renato Vega, I don't know if he's played centre-back much, but he's built to play centre-back. Physically, for sure, he looks like he can do it. So I wouldn't rule it out. Interesting. Regardless, we should be doing our thing. We should be handling business, moving on. Although, like I said, that atmosphere is going to be mad, and I look forward to seeing it, but we still need to manage the game. And the thing is, when Enzo Fernandez is in that midfield... Now, first of all, Enzo Fernandez. A lot of people feel like I'm being very harsh on Enzo Fernandez right now. Fair enough. For me, I just have high expectations from him. I think we should have high expectations for him. I think he's meant to be one of our best players. And I think he's meant to be running games for us, and I think he's meant to be our captain and all of these things above. So when that is the case, I just feel like he just needs to play to a higher level. Because at the moment, truthfully, I have Lavia ahead of him in the pecking order, and I said it on not this week's All You Can Eat, but the week before. Or no, I said it on the breakdown over the weekend. The way that Santos is playing, if you're not keeping up with him, fair enough. But if you have been keeping up with Andre Santos, he is playing so well for the last year at Strasbourg that I'd have him ahead as well. And fourth choice in my head that's not Enzo Fernandez's level. So today I just want to see him dominate. I just want to see him absolutely dominate this game. He should be walking all over it, spraying passes, dictating tempo, controlling the match. They shouldn't be able to get near him. This should be his. This is the type of atmosphere where you need a player like him to just be a level above everybody else. Show your quality, demonstrate, create chances, and maybe even get a cheeky assist. No reason why not. You got a very clinical forward in Nkuku up front. Outside of him, though, massive game for, I think, Felix. Kind of disappointed that Felix isn't really making much of an impact in the Prem. Didn't come off the bench against Liverpool. So he needs to start paying that value, start paying that fee, because we did pay a decent amount for him. And at the moment, we're not really getting much in the Prem. He needs to be able to impact games off the bench and give us points, really, where we weren't going to get any. So he's another one that today is a big day. I don't really look at the wingers too much. Every time the manager's asked about Mudryk, he just gives the same answer. So I don't really feel like there's much in it there. Just doing this bench, and I'll have it on screen for you guys. But yeah, I think Felix, Enzo, and that would be it. Maybe the goalkeeper as well. Maybe the goalkeeper. Be nice if he could compete with Sanchez for that first choice spot. Let's see if he can. But yeah, I don't have high expectations because I don't really know him. So I can only judge him off these games. And these games are weird because he shouldn't really be getting tested in these games too much, people. If he is, then we're probably not playing very well. Let's see. No Sancho. Sancho's on the bench. Yeah, he's on the bench. He's on the bench. I don't know why my audio keeps, for some of you, being low. I really don't. I'm going to open up. Once I get this, once I get these lineups on screen, I will dig into it. Why is Sancho on the bench? Well, he's with the squad. He's with the squad. So, yeah, he's with the squad. Yeah, it does feel a bit weird, doesn't it? That he's with our other Conference League games. Was he not on the bench? I can't remember if he was really. We've obviously got Tyreek George there as well. I don't think he was he? I feel like he was one of those players that was left out. Yeah, I think you guys might be right. It's a bit odd actually that he might be that he's on the bench. I don't really remember him. He definitely didn't come on in these Conference League games. So, because we got Chukwuemeka as well. He needs game time. He needs game time badly. I don't know what's going to go on with him, to be honest. We kind of don't even pay any notice that he's not in the Prem squads, but he's not even close to being in the Prem squad right now. He can't even start in these games. Got so many players, so I don't know. When everybody turns up to that Club World Cup half-baked, that's when having this kind of squad will really be to our benefit, because I think that the teams, the European teams in that Conference League, in that Club World Cup, are going to turn up absolutely fried. I really do. I think they're gonna be fried. I can't see them turning up in a good way. I think they're going to be absolutely fried. Yeah, talk to me. Is it on your phone that is slow? Let me see. So weird. I don't know why it keeps happening. This is only a new thing as well. Let me see. Keep voting in the poll as well if you haven't already. I'm just gonna do a little check. Play with some settings. Yeah, some of you, yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. All right, so I'm gonna actually up the let's update now. Later. I'm just moving the gain up a bit. I don't think that's really gonna be of any help, but you guys let me know if it makes any difference. I'm moving it up a little bit now. It's fine for you. What happened to Cassidy? I believe he's on the bench. Bench is everybody in the squad is on the bench, right? So Tossin's there, Madueke's there, Chukwemeka, Sancho, Cassidy. They're all on the bench. The 2 kids, well, 3 kids from the academy, but the 2 new ones debuting. Gyu is on the bench as well. So there's quite a few of them on the bench. Oh, is it, yeah? Team prediction spot on. Man says I've got a Nokia 3210 and I hear you fine. I don't even know what that looks like as a Nokia, to be honest. I don't even know. Oh. That's mad. 3210. I don't even know what that looks like. I might have to Google that. Hold on a second. Nokia 3210. Let me take a look. Is this going to be some mad box? Hey! Oi! Oh my days. Fuck. This is a brick. You could get this phone and dash it off a mountain, and when it lands, the mountain would be cracked. Do you know what I mean? It's not even the phone. The mountain would be cracked. That's what type of phone this is. This phone is a proper throwaway phone. This is a throwaway phone. And I won't get into any more detail than that. That is a throwaway phone. My God. Wow. He never had Dewsbury Hall starting. Enzo Fernandez. No, there shouldn't be a stinker, brother. There shouldn't be a stinker. There shouldn't be a stinker at all. Quite confident that he should be able to run the show here. What has Chilwell done wrong? Chilwell was never part of this Conference League squad. Was he? Or is he? I don't think he is. But as the journalists keep asking, where is he? Why is he not involved? He is the 3rd choice left back. And to be honest, 4th choice now, because we saw Gusto at left back on the weekend. So he's not even 3rd choice, he's actually 4th choice. We've got Cucurella, Renato Vega, Gusto, all ahead of him at the left back position. All ahead. Shit carried generations. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Yeah, listen, he said he doesn't rate him. He made it clear, so there's no shock. It's not gonna. That's what I said when he got that opportunity off the bench against Barrow. In my review, I said it's a bit suspect if you say that you don't rate him, you don't integrate him in the preseason, you make it very clear that he needs to find a new home, he needs to move on, right? You've basically, at birth, as soon as you've arrived, you've said, Chilwell, there's the doorstep. You've put him in a basket and you've put him on a doorstep. You've knocked on every single Premier League club door. Knock, 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 knock. And they've all answered, and Chilwell is there on the welcome mat. He's on the welcome mat. Now, Maresca, you're easy to trace, and unfortunately, he's been given back to you. But that doesn't mean that Maresca is going to start showing him love. Doesn't mean he's going to look after him. He wants to put him up for adoption. I'm telling you, Chilwell is up for adoption. If you think Chilwell's coming back into this team, it's over. You gotta get your head wrapped around this. I don't know why they keep asking these questions. The journalists are asking these questions. Fans be asking these questions. I thought it was quite clear. He made himself very clear. Do you know what I mean? He ain't interested. He ain't interested. What do you, man, think about having enough players for 2 different 11s of this quality? Do you think we need to mass sell the second team in the summer so we can make space for Esteval and youth? No, I don't think mass sell. I think they like it like this. They want to have 2 competitive 11s to go into multiple competitions, to go deep in competitions. And to be honest, with some of the injuries that Man City have been hit with, Rodri, big injury. They don't really have proper cover there. If Haaland was to get injured, they don't really have proper cover there. Arsenal have been hit with injuries. It's very clear that they don't have cover in certain areas that they need. If Havertz was to get injured for Arsenal, it would actually be a huge blow. Huge blow. They don't, Jesus is looking pretty washed. Saka, they still don't have proper cover. So I think they want us to have cover, and we've got it. But there does need to be a bit, I'd call it trimming. A little bit of trimming to be done. Chilwell, out you go. You're not part of the plan. Needs to be trimmed. One of Chukwuemeka or one of those other attackers needs to go. Maybe even 2. If Esteval's coming in, 2 of them. You got 2 10s, two right wingers, 2 left wingers. You don't need any more than that. So you got 6 players for 3 positions. You got Palmer, you got Neto, you got Madueke, you've got Felix, you've got Mudryk there now, you've got Sancho there, you've got Chukwuemeka, and then Esteval adds to that, and we're not even including Kendry Pius, who might need to go out on loan. But I think 6 for 3 is fine. So you've got to trim. So I'd say about 3 players, maybe 3-4 players need to be cut. What about Kellyman? Oh yeah, bruh. He needs to go out on loan after the under-23's development is done. I forgot about that kid, I'll be real. Yeah, I forgot all about him. And I knew I would. No disrespect, but I knew I would forget. Oh, dear. Esteval versus Yamal going to be a classic. Wow. If that's a rivalry, then boy, do we have a serious talent on our hands. Because Yamal is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. So, yeah. I would love it if that was the case. Let's see. Let's gain as well. I'm trying to see. Let me take a look. Limiter. Compressor. Gain. Where is the volume on this thing? That's what I want to know. Because still some of you still telling me it's a bit low, so I'd like to be able to turn it up, but I have no idea. No idea where to find it. I don't know. I'll have a search, but I don't want to mess up my mic too much. Then it's a long day for everyone. I'll see people. Maybe it's an OBS thing as well. Disasi. Mourinho will expose Ten Hag. Yeah, that's a big game later on. That's a big game. I have seen Fenerbahce to be around about 4th in the table. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how he's going to do. Is it still really low? Okay. This is mad. Let me dig into something here. I'd hope that you lot are not trolling. I don't think you are. Kickoff time. Kickoff time is 5:45. 5:45. Bro said low volume for low opposition. You're rude. Listen, we should win the game comfortably, but I'm trying to be a bit more respectful because that atmosphere could be crazy. We might be humbled in the first 10 minutes when they start knocking it about. Because even Serviette, we were looking at it thinking, is that really going to be a problem? Shouldn't be. Should be absolutely cakewalking it. And then they actually bossed us a little bit. So, let me... All right, we should be back now. What I did was I updated it a little bit. So I'm praying to God. I'm praying to God. I've updated it now, hopefully. I'm still muted? I shouldn't be muted anymore. We good? That's better? So what I did is I just updated it. So I'm hoping it's a bit better. Because I just updated everything. So let's see. I shouldn't be frozen anymore either. I was frozen for a second. I should be back now. Good? Yeah. So it just needed a little update. Uh-huh. Now it's too loud. What about that? Is it actually too loud? All right, hold on. Yo, now everybody's like, yo, shut up. Oh, my days. Yo, I thought I hit the promised land. Now you lot are telling me, yo, shut up. Yo, is it okay now, yeah? Okay, let's just hope that that's going to be okay now. Nah, you lot are hilarious. Yeah, it should be fine now. I updated it. I went into silent mode for a bit. Updated it. Now it's too loud. We're doing a lot today. What it is. Should be all right. I'm going to just stop reading any muted comments because you lot are just... you lot are stressing me out today. All right, cool. All right. So, what can we expect, guys? I think, listen, backline-wise, let's just see what happens. But we've already gone through the two variations of what we could get. What else has been going on at the club at the moment? We've spoken about Achimpong. My gut feeling is that's not going to get resolved and he's going to leave. I just feel like it probably makes sense for him. There's not a lot of top right backs out there. Top right backs out there. And I think he's going to sense that he could get a start at a good club. A very good club. Are we wearing our pink black kit today as well? I think we are. Seems like we are. Coverage is starting. Perfect. 1 second. Let me see if I can pull it up. Do you remember when they were making us pay? Oh, that app. They were making us pay for everything. Anytime we want to watch our team, you're paying a price. Let me see if I can pull up this coverage. I don't know if the coverage is going to start. If it's going to start here. No, my coverage is going to start as soon as we're there. You love that kit. Do you know what, yeah? So, because, you know, we be having ideas, we be thinking of creative things. And I went to the Chelsea Mega Store the other day. And I thought, yeah, let me just check it out. Because I do like the black pink, you know, kit, tracksuit, gear in general. I think it looks kind of cold. I'm tempted. I got the home kit for the thumbnails, but you guys know I'm not really fussed on the home kit. I think the away kit's nice. I think the third kit's nice. Home kit is a travesty. Absolute travesty. And when Nike are complaining about shirt sales, I want you lot to remember that your designs are partly the reason why. Your designs are not moving people. I'll be honest. Might be the sponsor. I highly doubt, because I remember when we didn't have a sponsor for the FA Cup kit, if you guys remember, way back. We didn't have a sponsor for the FA Cup kit, and everybody bought that quickly. Everybody took that off the shelves immediately. So I think no sponsor can sometimes help you, because people don't really necessarily want a sponsor. They just want a nice kit. But the kits ain't, the home kit ain't nice. Tracksuit, yeah, that's cold. But the jacket, I was going somewhere with this. The jacket, the big bomber winter puffer jacket was like 230 quid, 240 quid. And I'm looking at this jacket. I'm sorry, Megastore, but I'm looking at this jacket. And this is a plain, bland, average quality puffer jacket with our badge and the Nike tick and infinite on the arm, just stickered on. That's all it is. It's nothing special. There's nothing unique about it. There's nothing special about it. And that's how much it costs. Bro, I could buy that shit for 30 quid in Primark, and then just get someone to just stick on the assets. And I might actually go and do that, because they're taking the piss, bro. They're taking the piss. It don't even look great, I'll be honest. It doesn't even look great. Proper piss take. They're fleecing with that jacket. Yeah, I don't know if he's wearing it today, but it's a massive jacket. It's a puffer one. And it's one of those long trench coats, I think. I think it's meant to be like a long type trench coat kind of fit. But not impressed, bro. Not impressed. They're taking the piss in football these days, I'll be honest. They're really taking the piss. The magic of branding, bro. You can't fool me, you know. When I go to look at clothing now, I'm looking at the quality of it, and I'm assessing it. I'm not looking at these logos and these brands, and I'm trying to assess the quality. Because right now, yeah, I can't be spending 250 quid on some half-baked jacket. They're just moving too mad. You can get it in Peckham Market on 10 quid. What is quids? Quids is just another term for sterling, coins, pounds, bread. You know what I mean? It's just a different term. TNT. Yeah, listen, when it comes to trainers, I'm still very much with them, Nike. But when it comes to clothes, nah. Bring back Adidas. I wouldn't mind. I honestly would not mind. Is there anybody else playing at this time? I'm not gonna lie. When people mock us for playing early on these Conference League outings, this is what they mean. This one is a very early one. The fact that we're starting to watch along at 4:15 is a bit mad. People ain't even finished work at that time. It's not even rush hour, so it does feel a bit strange. Porto versus Hoffenheim's at 8 o'clock. So we're the only team playing today at this time. Oh no, Frankfurt are playing in Europa League. There's a few others. Yeah, there's a few others. Roma, yeah. But they're all Europa League games, to be fair. How's everybody taking to the league table format as well? Let me know in the chat. Are you guys enjoying it? You're sitting at your desk. Oh, my days. Oh, we're playing when Mandem are still sitting at their desks. Ah, dearie me. We're playing when Mandem are still sitting at their desks and still eyeing up that coworker that they fancy that they don't want to talk to. They're too afraid to approach. It's long. Yeah. We've worked an office job before. I know how it goes down. Yeah. It's around about this time that the small talk is starting. You know what I mean? People are burnt out. Lapses of concentration in the back line. Conversations are starting. How do you get home? Oh, I go this way. Oh, we go the same way. Oh, I'll walk with you. Ha ha! Bruv. You lot think you're slick. Oh. Yeah. We know the tricks. Yeah. And that's what they're doing. And we're playing a football match. It's crazy. These things should never be in line. They should never be overlapping. This is co-worker hours, and we're here playing football. Wild. Yeah, I know all the tricks. You ever look at the local news? Oh, there was a stabbing in our local area a couple weeks ago. Did you see that? No? Wow. How are you getting home? Oh. You wouldn't want to be walking on your own. It's not safe in these streets. Better walk with you. Yeah. And the thing is, you can plant that in the head at 12 o'clock, lunchtime. You can plant that. Little bit of news, local news. Plant that lunchtime. Come back, circle back 4 o'clock. You'll have your conversation there. Yeah, 100%. Oh dear. Stop. Listen, it's just about plans, preparation, amortization of the flirting. That's what a lot of men are on these days. Amortization. Do you know what I mean? Step by step. Oh, brother. Let's see. Someone said they'd feel less safe walking with me. You're more likely to be what? All right, we're going back. Yeah, we need to go back to the gym because this is just insulting now. Score predictions. I think my score prediction for this game was 2-0. I think my score prediction for the game was 2-0. 2-0. No Palmer, no party. We should be partying without Palmer. Shouldn't have a problem. Is that Palestri from Man United? That looks awfully familiar. That's Palestri, isn't it? That's the same Palestri. That's the same Palestri from Man United. Is that the same guy? Wow. He went missing. All these guys that made their early moves from... Did he come from Syria or was it... I know Ahmed Diallo come from Atalanta, wasn't it? Atalanta. I don't know about Palestri. I feel like he was a Serie A guy. Was he a Serie A guy? Or did he come straight from Uruguay? I can't remember. Anyway, he's gone missing. St. Maximum Rise. We are conceding. This is my main objective for the day. Clean sheet. We're not as bad defensively as we were last year. I'm very comfortable in saying that. I don't think we defend... Last year, the way we defended was an absolute atrocity to the sport itself. The way we defended last year was just... It was traumatic. Our defending was so bad. But this season, I'd like to think our defending in general play is better. But we do have lapses of concentration. We do make mistakes. And we're still poor on set pieces. So there's still a lot of improving to do. Mad. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Ahmed. Much appreciated. Just came back from Barca today. Went to yesterday's game. What an experience. Wow. You went to watch Barcelona put in the work. I did not see this rise from Rafinha coming, I'll be honest. I'm kind of shocked. That was a crazy performance. A hat trick. He's become so clinical. He's become so assertive in front of goal. He knows exactly where he's going, whether he's rounding keepers, picking corners. And at Leeds, remember, we were linked with him. I think we were linked with him under Thomas Tuchel. And I think a lot of people felt our plan was to play him at wing back because he was very athletic. He was very hard working at Leeds. He tracked runners, put in a shift under Bielsa a lot. But then also he had that attacking instinct to go and give you a goal and etc. But I did not. He is one of the players that is surprising me the most in Europe. He's one of the most informed wingers in Europe right now. And I did not expect him to go to Barcelona and do that. I thought he'd be a squad player, at best. But for him to go there and just be on smoke. And now he's captain. We live in a world where Rafinha is captain of Barcelona. Do you know how mad that is? He was having relegation scraps back to back to back at Leeds, playing with Patrick Bamford and who else? I'm trying to puzzle together that Leeds team in my head. And now he's starting, leading, captaining a team in the ilk of Barcelona. It's ridiculous. It's mad. Doesn't make any sense. It's mad, but credit to him because the thing is with him and Vinny as well at Real Madrid, both of them Brazilians, they work incredibly hard off the ball. They don't take their spot for granted. They don't seem to have any ego where they just start to walk and trot about the pitch like they own the place. They put just as much graft off the ball as they do on the ball. And when you're doing that, then you can't find a better modern day winger, modern day player. Rodrigo, I'm a big fan of as well, for sure. Rafinha, of course he can come. He was already in the Premier League. Of course he can come to the Premier League and shell out. He was already in the Prem. He is such a Premier League winger. He's got pace. He's got power. He's got strength. He's yeah, man. He already showed in the Premier League can cause problems. Listen, I agree. Rodrigo is one of the most underrated footballers out there in the world. I think Rodrigo, if he wasn't at Real Madrid, he'd be on the left wing for any team in Europe, and he'd be starting comfortably and just balling out, and everybody would realize what a ridiculous player he is. He's got so much to him, so much to him. Top player. But yeah, Barcelona. That's a mad move in the end for him. It's just worked out perfectly. No, listen. I made a point that I just felt like that Lavia cameo against Liverpool was so good that naturally I'm just doing 1 + 1 is 2. Enzo is going to be in this B team. Because what I didn't realize that I forgot because he's always been out anyway, but I didn't realize Lavia was just not registered at all for this, right? I knew Fofana off the top of my head and I knew Palmer. Then I had to remember that Lavia is also not registered for this competition, it's kind of weird because some of the people we've registered are injury prone and some of them are injury prone we've not registered. So we've just done a bit of a mix. It's not like all of the injury prone players are not registered. But yeah, because Lavia is not registered, even more likely you're going to see Enzo in the Conference League because Lavia is in better form. In the last game and in the preseason, he was better than all of our midfielders. And then obviously he's not registered for this, so this is where the minutes are going to go. But it is what it is. Mason Mount injured again. I did not know that. Mudryk as a winger, Felix in the 10. Yeah, that's how I always expected to be. Mudryk he was having like glimpses before the international break where he was showing improvement, or not improvement maybe in his overall game. I just thought he was just playing better. Don't know if I think it's way too early to say he's improved, but he was just playing better. He was making an impact. The first game in the Conference League, I think it was against Ghent in the second half, the assist for Neto, I believe. You'd expect that. Then obviously off the bench against Forest, I think it was him whipping in the cross for Nkuku. Brilliant run down the left-hand side. Don't know how he runs that fast and still able to keep control. That was very impressive. He was a lightning bolt down that side. But we've only got little things to go off. It's a long way to go for him. A long way to go. James going to be playing against Newcastle next week. This is the thing. We've got Newcastle in the Prem. Big game. Must win for us a bit, in a sense, because Man United's after that. Arsenal, it's a bit stressful. If we don't beat Newcastle, it's a bit stressful, I'll be honest. Even more stressful than I mean, this week I've already shown I was very stressed. But if we don't beat Newcastle, I'll be really, really stressed. Just purely because we got a bad record against Man United away, even though I expect us to batter them. And then Arsenal at home, again, I want us to badly win that game, but we'll see who's available for them and what the context is when we get there. It's a while away. So yeah, we put ourselves under a bit of pressure if we don't beat Newcastle. I'll be honest, do put ourselves under a bit of pressure. We need to do that. Eye test. Enzo Fernandez hive is officially closed. Don't come crawling back when others can't perform. Be prepared for heavy pressing action. In this game, anybody who comes up against us in this competition, the way I see it is that they have nothing to lose. We're the clear out and out favorites. Like, I don't know how much more to stress it. I think the total valuation of everybody's squad in this competition, everybody in that league table, everybody's squad, total valuation is less than our squad. I think ours is meant to be apparently 1.6 billion and everybody else combined is like 1.4 or 1.5. So it's a free hit for everyone. Everybody we're coming up against is pot 4 in the Champions League at best. Pot 4, pot 4, pot 4, pot 4. There's not a single pot 3 or pot 2. They're all pot 4s. They're all your easiest group game in the Champions League that you have previously in the old format that you have to pick up 6 points against to qualify and keep it stepping. And I do think we have a Champions League squad. When I look at our squad, I think that is Champions League level. But we got to prove it. We got to get back there. And then we go from there. Yeah, that's a good point. DHL, he says, why play 2 right-footed fullbacks? I'm going to go super chats in a minute. Sorry, I just be reading the regular chat. I forgot all about the super chat, so I'll get to that in 1 second. Battery's starting to go. All right, cool. Battery's playing up. 1 second. Let me just switch real quick. Cool. Yeah, battery on that camera is exhausted. I should charge it up a little bit. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just charge that camera for a sec. Can I charge? There we go. I'm going to just turn that off for a sec and charge it up because I accidentally left it on. Now I'm paying the price. Sorry, let me go back to what you were saying before I go super chats. Why play 2 right-footed fullbacks against Liverpool and 2 left-footed fullbacks today? Why do managers do things like this, dumb things like this? Yeah, against Liverpool, we played Gusto left-back. It was a bit frustrating when he was getting forward because he's not able to cross on his left. He's not able to overlap. Even underlapping Sancho, we saw Cucurella do it. It's nice when the person's left-footed. It just gives another angle. We already got Sancho cutting in. He cuts in all the time. He's always showing on his right foot. He doesn't really take shots, but he's always cutting in anyway. So it's nice to have a bit of a difference with a left footer, giving a bit of width, or at least if there's a reverse pass, giving us someone that can then do the cutback first time. Because what you get with Gusto is either the cutback on the left foot's not going to be good enough, or he's going to check back on his right foot, go back inside, and then we have to go all over again. So, yeah, preferably, Preferably, it would be a left footer. But unfortunately, it's not. So we just have to see what the idea is behind that. That would be a good question for the next press conference, not what we've been getting recently. That would be a great question for the next press conference. If we can get that question, I don't really want to hear about. I don't really want to hear about what star sign Felix is, or for any player for that matter. Don't really care what star sign they have. Don't really want to hear about why Palmer's not in the squad for the Conference League anymore. Don't really want to hear where Chilwell is for the next Premier League team. Ask that type of question. That's a really good question. And that's what I said on my preview. Fans right now, with questions like that, would do a better job than journalists. If you're going to ask what Felix's star sign is, and he's going to look at you like, what? Huh? I don't even know, but why do you care? Man's just sitting there confused. No one cares. He doesn't even care. I couldn't believe it. That question was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, like when he wrote that question down, what was going through his head? Seriously. So strange. So strange. Really odd. Really, really odd. So, yeah. Mad question. Yeah, someone actually asked that. Yeah, because we were in the Chelsea live chat. We were, we're waiting on questions. We're waiting for the manager to arrive. We're waiting for all of the information so we can dip. And yeah, I just heard that asked. And that was in the second part of the press conference because really, now to be honest, when Maresca does his part of the press conference, we should really leave at that point because the player, very rarely they're going to say something that we don't already know. They are media trained. They're going to just give the generic answers that we're expecting. They're not going to give much. If you ask them a tactical question and they're getting to the latter part of their career and they're doing their badges, you actually could get some good answers out of them. How they see the game from their perspective on the pitch. That would be a very nice part of the press conference then. But usually it's generic and it's boring and it's bland and it's all very, all the questions are triple, quadruple checked and there's nothing going to be very interesting in there. But I don't know why. For some reason I stuck around and I was bitterly disappointed. So yeah, I should have just left. As soon as Maresca finished his part of the press, I should have just left. It is what it is. He hates sports. What can you do? 3 points behind United. Just remember before you disrespect them. We're not 3 points behind United. 3 points ahead of United. If that's what you mean. If that's what you mean, then yes. Move that down a bit. What time is it now? Kicking off in 25 minutes. Why are you eating biryani when we're getting beat? Yeah. I actually had to return the favor on the last mob watch along we did for Liverpool versus Chelsea. Because Saeed, we were losing 2-1, obviously. And Saeed's like, oh man, I really would like some biryani right now. And I just flipped. I said, why are you talking about biryani now when we're losing? Focus, you're not serious. Da-da-da-da. I had to. I saw my opportunity, I had to take it. Brother was just waffling. He was like, yo, can you focus on the mission? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's goalkeeper situation. Goalkeeper situation is exactly the same as it was. Get expressions on the pod. Soon, one day. The pod, as it was with Saeed, is not meant to look like that, by the way. That was just like, we have to do this. But obviously the pod is not the live. It's not meant to be live. It's meant to be pre-recorded. And it's meant to be, I mean, you saw last season when I did a couple that they were set up a certain way, but obviously now, different settings, but will look sick. But yeah. That was just like, we must. Why does this camera keep bugging? I don't know if you guys are seeing the same thing I'm seeing, but anyway. I know you don't want to spend, but we can clearly see we need a goalkeeper and a centre back. I feel like we're gonna have this wrestle, this back and forth for a while until we make it to the top. But my thing is we keep saying we need things, and we also keep saying we've done incredible recruitment. So this is what I have a problem with, is that if we are doing incredible recruitment, we've signed a player in virtually every single position almost twice over in these windows. Twice over. Right side centre back, left back, right back. You know, most of these positions you've got one or two people signed. So you say we need a new centre back. I say, what about Aaron from Boca Juniors? What about Aaron? You know, when Aaron comes back from Boca Juniors, I kind of want to see what we're working with. But at the same time, I'd also want to be in a title race. So this is where it's difficult. Because, you know, this team are maturing. This team are getting older. This team are maturing a little bit. This season, you're seeing another level to their mentality, which I think is good. It's still more to prove, because, you know, we need to win certain games and be put in certain situations, and then we see again if the mentalities really come leaps and bounds. But there seems to be a little bit of a shift. But the problem is that when you bring in more young players into the squad next summer, because there are going to be more young players coming in, their mentalities and their maturity and their development is starting from zero at Chelsea. So then they might start doing the immature things. And we have to hope by the time that happens, naturally, then these guys that are starting right now, that are seniors, are so checked in that they're not just checking themselves, but they're now checking those guys. And they're leaders at that point, which is very quick for them to just become leaders like that. It's, you know, but they're going to just have to become leaders, because the squad's only going to get, you know, replenished with young players, it seems, most of the time, which means those guys are going to come in and try and shake the apple cart in terms of the mentality or the maturity. And these guys have got to put them in their place. You know, you've been there for 2 seasons, 3 seasons, some of you. You're going to need to teach them what it means to play for Chelsea. And that's why I want us to get a trophy under our belt as soon as possible, because you can only teach so much when you haven't actually won at this football club. You need to win. You need to demonstrate, showcase that you can win. So you yourself have no doubts that you're able to win as well. You don't want to be known as bottlers. You don't want to be known as a team that are the nearly men. I think once we win a trophy, and to be honest, any trophy at this point will do, because I ain't going to be picky, that really is going to just push the leadership traits and the leadership qualities even more. And obviously, the bigger the trophy, the better. But yeah, we need these guys to be really assured and asserted in themselves that they are those guys. And the only way we're going to be able to do that is if they have success. So hopefully sooner rather than later they get it, because it will kind of just be a snowball effect. You know, success, I think, always leads to success. I always think that. You just go into the next final with your chest out a little bit more, and then it kind of just keeps going. You know, it becomes a thing. Let's see. Yeah. He's too young. Yeah, I mean, he is too young to play centre-back yet next year. I'm not saying as a starter. I mean, we'll see what the plan is. They might loan him out. They might keep him. I'd like to see him in pre-season. Maybe he'll be a cup game type player. The only thing is like I said, the plan is to be back in the Champions League. We don't get these type of fixtures in the Champions League where you can rest. Champions League is pedal to the metal. You know, it's very intense. It's very high stakes. Every game is, you must perform to your highest level to get anything out of it. Even in the new format, you're not going to underestimate those easier games because you need the points badly to make sure you're qualifying. So, Haaland just smacked in goals against God knows who the other day, but, he's still playing. They ain't playing someone else. They're not trying to piss about. So, yeah, this competition is good for these guys, but they're not going to get this again, hopefully, because next season it will just be Carabao and FA. And even then, when you get Carabao, you never know. Sometimes you get tough fixtures. We got Newcastle away next week. I wouldn't rest. You thought we were playing tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, brother. There's never any European games on a Friday. Never. Oh, that's a good poll to run. That's a great poll to run. Thank you for the suggestion. I mean, you didn't really say poll, but you said enough for me to think poll. Josh Future. And by that, I mean Josh Achampong. I just don't want to write out his whole name right now. Is he going to stay? And this is a prediction. Let me just write that. This is a prediction. I'm actually quite interested to think what you guys want to know what you guys actually think about this. Is he going to stay or is he going to go? Because I said when Reece James was out injured and he was coming back with Lavia that I still wouldn't sell him because I still believe that he's just that level of footballer that if there's a shred of a chance that he gets back to his level, I want to take that chance because when he's at that level, for me, he's the best right back out there. But yeah, when I've said that now, I can't then go and say, oh, why is Achampong not staying? Do you know what I mean? If I put myself in Achampong's shoes or in his agent's shoes or his family's shoes, and I'm a very promising, talented right back, and I've got everything, really. I can go forward. I've got height. I defensively look sound. Why would I potentially be third choice when I could be second or first? And really just push the boat out in terms of my kind of how I'm looked at in the wider scope in terms of Premier League. It doesn't take long for someone to get their hype. We saw it even with Livramento. Livramento goes to Newcastle. He plays a Champions League game against PSG, dribbles past a couple players and assists, and everybody's thinking, holy shit, what a player. Doesn't take long for your stocks to rise in this game. Does not take long. You just need to play. That's the thing. If you're talented enough, if you're talented enough, the age is not really that important. But you do need to play. And I don't think we're going to really be able to give him too many opportunities. But these youths need to chill. Reece James literally took a loan to prove himself. He did. However, Reece James didn't sign a 10-year contract. I think Achampong signed a professional contract, which was probably 2 years, I think. And if you're going to sign a 10-year, then you're going to want some assurances that you're going to get opportunities. You don't want to sign a 10-year and then be out Strasbourg, then out here, out there, out here. That's not going to work. So, bit of a difference because they're trying to get him to sign on a long-term deal. It's not no short-term deal. And again, with Reece James, you got to look at the context. Who was our right backs when Reece James was at Wigan? That was Sarri. So we had Aspie. We had, I think Zappa Costa was there. Right? Was he there? Who was our right backs? There was nobody young in that position. That's for sure. It wasn't anybody young. Yeah, I think it was Zappa Costa. So you can think that you're going to get ahead of Zappa Costa. And maybe Victor Moses is another one. Yeah, again, Victor Moses and Zappa Costa, you're backing yourself to get ahead of them. 100%. No doubts. Are you backing yourself to get ahead of the captain and the guy that signed an 8-year contract in Gusto, who was purchased? Politically, don't think so. So it's not the same. It's not the same. If he was going up against those guys that you just named, or we just named, 100%, you should be signing because you're good enough to get ahead of those guys. Yeah, it's true. Felipe Luis was a baller, but never really got an opportunity. Aspilicueta was just that good. At left back, he was just that good, and you know that Jose Mourinho was a little bit tight, shall we say, in the second half of that season for the title. He was very tight, very, very pragmatic. It was a bit of a stink fest. Costa went AWOL. It was Hazard or bust, basically. Individual brilliance or bust. Yeah, bro, it's been a while since we did a watch along because we haven't done one since Nottingham Forest, and now we're obviously Liverpool. We was on Big Six, and now we're here for Panathinaikos. So Newcastle's another one coming up this weekend. He can play centre back. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. If he's gonna sign a new deal, he's gonna have to see himself as maybe a centre back, and he's gonna have to really focus on that position. And if he does that, I think he's got a genuine shot. But still a lot of bodies, you know. Fofana, Tosin, Disasi, 3 bodies. So it's not like as if it's even 2 bodies. It's 3 bodies, bro. It's a lot of players, especially when you play a back 4. You sometimes move to a 3, but you play a 4. So it's a lot of bodies. It's a lot of bodies. Yeah, it keeps popping up. I don't know why. I'm really just waiting for this camera to just charge up a little bit, and I'm going to switch back to that one anyway. Don't know why it keeps glitching out like that. All right, let's see. How far are we away now? Oh, there's a lot of games on today. Jeez, it's just absolutely stacked with games. Stacked. 10 minutes away from kickoff. Stacked. Anybody nervous for this game? Don't think anybody is really. Doesn't seem like it. These are our cool down games. Oh, okay. 52% are saying he's going to go. 48% are saying he's going to stay. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not confident. I'll be honest. Let's do super chats. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, no, we already read that one. Esteval versus Yamal. Read that one as well. Big up, brother. Which one did we not read out? Oh. Okay. Watch out for Onahi. Supreme talent that fell into the Greek league. Morocco's Felix in terms of journey. Now, I said watch him drop a 4 out of 10. Is he the guy that played in centre midfield for the World Cup team? I think I remember him. Man is waffling. That man is shy. Lavia is our guy. This is why I need him to drop a absolute 10 out of 10. I need him to drop out 10 out of 10. He's one of those. I think him and Cuckoo and potentially Neto. Because to be fair, Neto was quite expensive. So yeah, him and Cuckoo, Neto. I don't think they are players that should or can even be semi-comfortable with being B team players. They've got to get themselves into that starting 11 in the Prem. They've got to force it. And if at the very least they're coming off the bench in the Prem and they're impacting big time, you know, yeah. But this is what strength and depth is about. We used to have it. He's not happy being benched. Well, then he better drop a masterclass today. It's not like they don't get, it's not like they don't get opportunities. We're playing once a week in this competition, plus cups. So you're playing once a week in the cup games. So you're getting normal game time. This is the kind of game time people were getting last season when we weren't in anything. So you're getting normal game time. You're just not getting the same level of spectacle that you wish. But if you want it, play well. Absolutely rip it up. If you can't do that, you can't complain. Kokore at right back, question. We'll see. There's 2 ways this could go. Either Vega is playing centre-back in a 3 and Disasi's right side, Badiashile in the middle, and Kokore inverts from the left, or Kokore is at right back and it's a flat 4. So we'll see which one it is. It's a bit early to be asking about keep or sell Felix, isn't it? You only just bought him, bro. And by the way, not an easy player to sell. As we saw, Atletico Madrid struggling. Nobody was buying. So don't even think that can even be a conversation. Like, if he's here now, I think he'll be here now for a minimum of about 3 seasons. The only way, if it goes horribly wrong, he is on the loan army squad. But yeah, I don't think if it's going wrong, it's going really wrong, you're not gonna have suitors. And if you do have suitors, he's gonna have to humble himself incredibly, because the suitors that will come in will not be anywhere near the caliber of clubs that he's been playing for. So he will have to humble himself massively. Money-wise, club status-wise, big humbler, crumbler. So, this is his last chance at a big club. I said it when he signed. So let's see. It's going to be really difficult for him. I think the position that he's got to look at breaking into is left wing, because Sancho's still going to give you, at the moment, he's going to give you a gap to fight for. He's going to give you a chance. Palmer's not going to give you a chance over the course of the season. And I don't think he can play right wing. And I don't want him up front. And I think Jackson's improving nicely as well. He's going along very nicely. So it's not even an option for me up front. Yeah, I know it's bugging. I know. I don't know why it's doing that, to be honest. Let me see if I can. Don't know why it's doing that. Let me see. Just quickly change from one to another. Let's see if that stops it. I don't know. It's being a bit weird. No, it's still doing it. Still doing it. I'm going to switch back anyway in a minute. What else? Let me see. Big up everybody in the building. 1.8k of you here. Let's get to 500 likes. We're not far away. Much appreciated. Panathinaikos should hopefully be a good win for the boys. Just need to see good football, control the game, try and take the sting out of the crowd, even though it's going to be very difficult. And yeah, hopefully we can speak on the pitch, show the quality, and that will be that. Let me see. Do I think Nkuku will be here next season? Poll. That's a tough one. I think he's good enough to be a starter. But not in the position that we've put him in, which is striker. I think as a striker, he'll be second choice for most of the time behind Jackson. And I did say that even when he scored, and a lot of people really did just want him straight in the 11, because obviously he was getting goals and he's more clinical. I said the striker role is more than just finishing. And don't get me wrong, finishing is a massive part of it. And I would like our striker to finish their chances as well as they can and be clinical and get 20 goals minimum. But that striker position is a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to handle. And I just don't personally see him being a player that plays up front for a long period of time. He might play a couple of games. And then you just, you get some goals out of him and whatnot. But over the test of time, he's not a striker for me. So, yeah, for me, that was never going to happen, like, long term. That's why a striker's still needed, or someone develops. Yeah, why is now everybody saying audio? I've not even touched it, and now suddenly there's an issue. Very strange. Let me just keep an eye on things. I'm going to take a look at this other camera in a minute as well, people. Seems like I've got to be right up against this damn mic for it to do its thing. Maybe I will... Maybe I'll take a look at changing it to far. And sitting back a bit and chilling. Give me a moment. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. Just gonna up. I'm upping the volume on my computer. I don't think that's gonna do anything, but we'll see. If it does, you let me know in the chat. Because now I've put that at full blast. Man are trolling. Oh dear. Is it good? Why do you guys do this to me? Why? All right. Well, I'm going to leave it at that for now anyway. Don't know if that's done anything. Oh dear. Okay. Right, we're going to kick off in a couple of minutes. Let me just check my other camera, but we're kicking off in a few minutes, people. 1 sec. We're kicking off. We're kicking off. We're kicking off. We're kicking off. We're kicking off, guys. There we go. No, still quite low, to be fair. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Right. We're going to kick off. Let me get the timer ready. We're going to be kicking off very, very soon. So we're going to sync up. Right, there we are. This is it, people. Right, let's do this. Just want us to perform. Just perform, perform, perform. Hopefully no stress, no drama. I've started the timer a bit early. I'm going to have to resync. Probably going to have to resync. Let me know if it's kicked off for you guys as well in the comments. And we'll try and sync up. But yeah, we're ready to go. Let's do this. Come on, boys. Let me remove lineups as well. At the moment, I've got players lined up, standing. I think anthems are playing. You guys let me know where you're at. Right, whistle's blown. We're about to start. I think they had a minute's silence for George. Come on, guys. What are we saying, chat? Oh, yeah, it's on, it's on. Yeah, timer's on. Let me reset it. Sorry. Paramount Plus. Yeah. Right, we're about to kick off. Just waiting on the whistle. Bang. Kicked off. Right, that's that. Come on, guys. We're there. We've kicked off. Come on, Chelsea. We're in possession. That black kit with the pink little tints is on. They've got possession already. Disasi is at right back, guys. So Disasi's on the right side of the defense. Badiashile in the middle. Renato Vega and then Kukurea at left back. So you're going to see Renato Vega in centre back positions, which is, I think it's good just to see what we're working with. And I prefer it that way because on the ball in possession, I think it is better than having Kukurea necessarily at right back. It's just a bit odd. But yeah, Disasi's just going to have to be good 1v1 with whoever's out there on that flank. Hopefully not getting cut up. But we'll see. That night tick on this side is so odd. Wide free kick coming in from Panathinaikos. Ball in. Oh, shit. Oh. What a save. What a save. Early doors. That's a great save from Jorgensen. What a save. Again, set pieces, people. It's our big Achilles heel. Cross comes in again, headed away. We've got loads of aerially dominant players, you'd assume, in that box now. Badiashile and Disasi are two of our most dominant centre-backs aerially. Two of our most dominant. Maybe you could throw Tosin in there as well. I haven't checked his stats, but he's pretty good aerially last season at Fulham. But we've got some very aerially dominant guys there. So there's no excuse for the set pieces. I don't know what Jorgensen's like from cross collection. I can't really remember seeing much so far from him on it. It's a big pet peeve of mine, not having a goalkeeper that can collect crosses. I find it very difficult to actually fully back any keeper that can't collect crosses, to be honest. But let's see if he's got that. But yeah, that was mad. Let me pull up chat here. Atmosphere. We can handle it so far. It's not too crazy. I say that and now I start hearing them chant even louder. Come on, boys. Go on. Just try and get this ball back as soon as possible. See what the chat's saying. Is the timer way off, yeah? Oh, shit, it is. My bad. Why has it done that? Has it kind of like jumped? Sorry, just seen that. Let me fix it. It's like it's jumped. I'll just redo it. But at the moment, they got possession. Unahi there. All right, started. Sorry. Ooh. Ooh. We got to pay attention, brothers. They're creating chances. They're causing problems. I think any time we lose a game in this competition, I'll just be like, my title will just be the same. Are you not embarrassed? That will be the trend. I did it for Serviette. I'll probably just stick to it. Still out of sync. One sec. See? They're mentioning the same team. Fiorentina, Real Betis. If it's not one of those two, and obviously tonight, away, under the circumstances, shouldn't have any issues. Right, hopefully in sync. Yeah, pretty good. Sorry about that. Yeah, it will be a bit rusty. It will be a bit rusty. Rusty for me as well. I've not done a live stream in 2.5 weeks. Timer was out of sync, all sorts. Come on, guys. Felix, right side. Neto cutting in right, left foot, clipped in, back post, headed away. Not going to get a corner. They've defended that, cleared. And now they're coming forward on the counter. It's going to switch it out to this left side. Here's Palestri on that left wing. He's starting today. I thought he was a decent little talent at United, to be fair. I thought he was a decent talent. Come on, get closer to him. Let's just say that it's going to take us 10 minutes to settle. B team, rusty, potentially not having much chemistry cohesion. Although, the further we go in this competition with the more games these guys play together, the less of an excuse that is, because you are playing together at least once a week. So you should have a bit of, you're rusty. You're playing the same amount of games as the Premier League team because you're playing once a week. So yeah, that excuse won't really carry on for too much longer when we start playing the Noahs and the Shamrock Rovers. Someone said, is the ball bouncy or is the ground not level? Yeah, I mean, the next 12 months will be an interesting indicator for us in terms of like players like Andre Santos, because you could make a serious profit off Andre Santos right now. I'd say you could get a serious, solid minimum 40 million, I think, for him. If he keeps playing the way he's playing at Strasbourg and they finish in a good position, I think you could actually get 40 mil for him. But you won't get 40 mil for Drewsbury Hall. You won't get 40 mil for Cassidy. You won't get 40 mil for Okachuku. So then, do you prioritize playing? Do you prioritize keeping the player that is developed, showing a lot of quality and talent, and can actually make a serious dent on the first 11 next season if he keeps playing like this, as well as be a potential leader for the likes of Esteval and some of the other South American young players we have in the squad? Or do you sell for the profit and you keep those backup players? Because remember, if you're playing backup, it's very hard for you to increase your market value. You're not playing games. That's what someone like a Cassidy is going to struggle with. Paid 20 mil. I know he said he wanted to stay, work with Maresca, but it's difficult for him to actually, showcase his talent if he's not playing very often. Obviously, he's played some Conference League games, but Lavia is back fit now, so that's going to impact him. Mudryk trying to go 1v1, being tackled. Correa's on it now. Come on. I want to see Neto on the ball as well. Come on. Nice. Yeah, I think Santos would be the perfect player to kind of help Esteval settle in his first year at Chelsea. I think if they're connecting the dots, that would be a very smart move. I think Angelo even helped Santos settle in last season when he went out on loan to Strasbourg for the second half of the season after coming back from Nottingham Forest. So it's definitely something to bear in consideration, take into consideration. You sold 8 Premier League goal Kai Havertz to 65 million. I think you'll be all right. I don't think we sold Kai Havertz based upon what he did at Chelsea. I think we sold Kai Havertz based upon still some Leverkusen stocks. I think Arsenal were looking at that as well. I don't think they just took the Chelsea stint. I think they must have rated him from Leverkusen. And obviously he's playing for Germany as well, which is key here. A lot of these guys that I've mentioned, Okachukwu, Cassidy, Drewsbury Hall, they're not playing for their country at the top level. That helps your stocks. So what you know what World Cups can do for people. So we've signed players off the back of World Cups. So you know a World Cup can do a lot. Mudryk. Felix is flexing, someone said in the chat. 10-minute mark, yeah, 10-minute mark. We're here. Let me go full screen. Come on, boys. Enzo. Badiashile. It's gone back to the keeper. Jorgensen. Vega. Nice pass. Nice pass from Vega out left. Oh, fuck's sake! Oh, why are you offside? Why are you offside? Seriously, in that position, what are you doing offside there? Come on, get back on side. Got to get back on side quicker than that, man. That was a great pass. Could have been squaring up 1v1 there. Enzo, deepest midfielder. Drewsbury Hall playing as like an 8. Makes sense. Especially when you've got Cucurella coming in as well and helping. Oh, little triangle. Ah, shit. Don't let that bounce. Oh, guys, come on. Jesus. Got it clear. Mad. Left side. Palestri left side. Cross. Cleared. Corner. Corner, corner, corner. Oh, shit. I think Miz... Oh, no, he's live. Okay. That was his Fenerbahce, Man United one. Oh, yeah. Somebody was asking why I don't do as many watch-alongs. So, at the moment, I'm just trying to re-sync myself up because I want to get healthier, diet-wise. I want to go gym regularly. So I'm just trying to bide myself that time to do what I definitely got to do, which is the Chelsea games, but also try and get myself to a routine. And then once I'm in a routine, then I can go crazy. Because when you're doing loads of content, it's very difficult for you to be in a good routine from a diet standpoint. And I mean, sometimes you guys know I'll do like 5-hour streams, 5.5-hour streams, and I'm just not eating. And it's not great if you're trying to be healthy, be in shape, get stronger. I also want my cardio to get way better because we all saw from the basketball challenge, it wasn't where it needed to be. So I'm just taking these first kind of 6 months of the season to just try and get myself sorted. And then when I'm addicted and I'm in a sick routine, the stakes will be higher second half of the season. By that point, I'll be in my fitness bag. I'll be healthy as hell. I'll have energy. Sometimes I feel like I don't have enough energy as well. So I'm just trying to, fish oils, all that shit. I'm trying to pattern all of that. And then second half of the season, and hopefully then thereafter, I'll just be completely fixed. See people picking up like illnesses and shit. I don't want none of that no more, fam. I just want to just be I want to be built like a brick, bruv. But it's difficult. Takes a while to get into that habit. A lot of setbacks. But yeah, we got Big Six. So yeah, I could do the Fenerbahce United game, but yeah, like I said, this game, Fenerbahce United, then Big Six straight through. That's like 8 hours. You're not eating. You're not eating well. Dewsbury Hall. Neto. Disasi now. Dewsbury Hall. Disasi. Neto's to his right. Good. Ah. Dewsbury. Oh, it's a free kick. Free kick. Someone's pointing a laser at our goalkeeper. Is it? That's not good. That's a good bit of play. Oh, unlucky. I love it when we create those little triangles in midfield, but they're all progressive. And then we just literally just split a defense open with a through ball. We had it a couple of times against Liverpool with Caicedo. Cutting in now, shot, Mudryk. Bro, Mudryk's shooting is just gone to the pits of hell, bro. My days. I've not seen him crash in one of those 25-yarders. None of those cut-ins, long shots, whatever. It's just not ever hitting the target. The ball is always going higher and higher and higher. And the thing is with him is that he practices them in training a lot. They're saying handball for Disasi, but yeah, he practices them in training a lot. And he strikes the ball well in training. And I remember even when I went to one of the open training sessions at Cobham, just the first time I went for a while. I think the time before that, I went to an open training session at Stamford Bridge back when Jorginho was our top goal scorer with like 8 penalties or 7 penalties. And my God, if you guys would have seen the way that we used to shoot in that season when he was the top goal scorer, you kind of know why we can't score. Like our shooting in the training drills and the basic training drills, you pass it into the coach, he lays it off to you, you take a strike. And even when there's no goalkeeper in goal and you're doing that, we're still some of us missing the target. It was a shambles. But when I went to the open training session at Cobham, Mudryk was striking the ball well. It's exactly how he does it in the training clips on Twitter or on X. When Chelsea are posting those clips of him shooting, that's exactly how it looks in real life. You'd think he was a gunman in training. So I don't know what happens when he's on the pitch. Just doesn't, not even really hitting the target. If he's at least hitting the target on those long shots, you're thinking, okay, maybe it's the keeper's just competitive and he's not, but he's not even hitting the target. So I don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. Yeah, bro. But I wanted to see for myself because I was like, yo, is that propaganda really real? Were you editing it? Because I'm not seeing it in the game, but no, it's real. He can really lace him in training. How long is Mount out for Man United? Because people keep saying he's out for another injury or he's set back or whatever. What's going on there? The way his career's just gone left at Man United is crazy, man. Free kick, ref. Thank you. Don't know what's happened with him, man. It's the angles he shoots from. Yeah, mad. $2K in the building. Appreciate it. Smash up the subscribe button if you haven't already. 2K away from 100K. Nearly there, people. I need to chat to YouTube early. Make sure that they give us that plaque quickly. You know what I mean? There's a backlog, apparently. Be waiting months. It's all mad. I have to try fast track it. Oh! Free kick, ref. Come on. Come on, referee. They're taking out in Cuckoo. Oh, my days. I like that kit, but I think I'd like it more if the night tick was how it normally is. I don't know how you guys feel in the chat, That's my feeling with that kit. I actually think I'd like it more if the Nike tick was just normal. I don't know what this sideways Nike tick is. I don't know what's going on. The Nike tick is woke. The Nike tick is on some woke shit, bro. That's how I see it. Like, just be normal. Just be on your side, how you are. I don't know why you're lopsided, or I don't know what's going on. For me, the tick ain't it. The tick ain't it, bro. I like when you get your differential between like the writing, obviously, Nike written out, and then you get your tick. Adidas as well, you know. You've got your two different logos there. You've got your normal, very plain 3 stripes, and then you've got your Adidas originals, you know. I like that variation, but I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. Where's Bettinelli, guys? Is he injured? Is Bettinelli injured? What's going on with that guy? I don't really see him these days. Listen, Liverpool, it took me a while to get over that result last weekend, and I gave you your credits today, and I actually think you'll beat Arsenal. Let's see if it actually happens, though. I just want carnage, innit? You know me. Oh, go on. Mudryk, cut in and shoot. Oh, it's too late. Yes! Well done. Good pass. Because I didn't really see the gap. Well done. He made that goal. He scored that goal in regards to winning the header, flicking it on for Mudryk, and then obviously being there to finish. He's been our best attacker in the first half. Mudryk, fair play. Well done for the awareness, because that was a really nice little pass through bodies. Let's just see that again. That was brilliant. Lovely header. Just cushion from Felix. Mudryk, I'm thinking he's going to chop in on his right. Yeah. He just waits for Felix to arrive. Just passes it in between the bodies. Felix, really good finish. Come on! Brilliant. Come on. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I love it when Felix is in his groove. 2 goals in 2 matches, obviously scored against Ghent. Fucking come on. Yeah, Drewsbury all involved, yeah. Lovely stuff. Nice way to get that goal now. This is a perfect time to kind of score. We started off slow, you know, started off first 10 minutes. They were definitely creating better situations than us. But we are slowly getting ourselves into the game, slowly starting to show our dominance. We're getting there. Still more to do. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. Very happy with that. I just want Felix to succeed so badly. He seems like such a nice lad. Hopefully he can go some way to fulfilling his potential here. But yeah, these are the type of games he's got to show it. He's had a good start. Saying Mudryk needs to work on his defensive game. We shot ourselves in the foot against Liverpool. Poor subs. Yeah, I mean, the subs I could only take... I mean, the subs came on. Neto was good. Badiashile was good. Enzo, not enough. And Nkuku, definitely not enough. We just lost our way when the subs came on. We didn't really start to cause any more problems or assert ourselves. We actually just, if anything, faded. And then it just petered out. But the Lavia and James, I can't complain. They had to come off. They had to be looked after. I'm not going to... I mean, if I'm picking between them two being out for 3 more months or us getting a point against Liverpool, I'm picking... Sorry. If I'm picking them not being out for 3 months or a point, I'm going to just take the defeat on the chin, I'll be honest, and keep it moving. Those two, for consistent fitness is going to get us a lot more points than what we were trying to get at Anfield, which was just the point in the end. So we're going to have to eat it. Good switch. Nice. Well done. Mudryk. Oh. Correa. Lovely. Neto. Cut in now. What you got? Shrewsbury Hall. Nice turn. Desassi. Nice. Nkuku. Neto. Felix got his hand up. He wants it back post. They're going to keep it. I want a 100% record in this league phase. And I think if we win this game, we're definitely going to get that. This is the only game in the calendar before Christmas where you're looking at in this competition and thinking, if we don't turn up, maybe they could get something. But the other games, clear wins for me. Who am I sending out to Kazakhstan? Same team, bro. B team. Because the thing is, even if we've already qualified, B team need minutes, B team need confidence, B team need momentum, B team need to be playing. Because when it comes to the Prem now, and we're 1-1, 60 minutes, it's B team that's coming on. And B team need to be ready to, affect games. They can't be rusty, they can't be neglected. They need to be coming on and doing damage. So I'm playing them in all these games. Now, there might be some tweaks with some academy players, but... Oh, Enzo's so close. Tipped over the bar. That was a really good move. But yeah, apart from a couple little tweaks here and there, mostly they're going to be playing. Big up Saeed. Yeah, Felix scored, bro. Felix scored. Now, really, B team should be able to play the whole competition and win. I agree with you in the chat. I agree. But I don't think we're going to leave out the key players for the second phase. I think it's just a little bit of a risk that they won't want to take. Especially because Carabao Cup ends in February. So really, you're not playing 4 competitions after that. Carabao's wrapped up in February if we get to the final. If we don't, it will be wrapped up in January. But hopefully we get to the final and win it. And then you've just got FA Cup and League. So I don't think we're going to... I think right now, because it's, right now it's early in the season, still only 3 comps. FA Cup hasn't started, but they just want to just preserve, I think, after the Euros and players have been not really getting a break. There's 3 international breaks as well in this period. I think they just wanted to just save them. Not as many international breaks after this. We're looking after our players a lot more. St. Maximin's going to do a madness, yeah? Against Man United. No, there'll be no teams moving down from the Europa League, bro. It's just a league table. And then straight into knockouts. No teams are getting relegated from any competition into another. So that's why there won't even be a surprise. We know who's in this competition. We can see it right in front of us, and we have to beat everybody. And really, we should beat everybody comfortably. And that's really our B team should beat everybody comfortably, let alone if we was to dare bring in any A-listers. So, go on. Nice. I want that second goal before half-time. Let's go. Get that second goal before half-time. Yeah, Yeah, I would play a strong team against Newcastle away in the cup next week. Yeah, I would. I think we need to take the Carabao Cup very seriously. Now, when I say strong team, I'd say maybe like 3 subs, maybe like 3 changes. So if you want, you could still play Neto instead of Madueke, you know, or you could play Gusto instead of James, or you could play, you know, you can make those little ones. Enzo instead of Lavio. You're managing fitness, etc. In Cuckoo, even maybe plays, but you're playing top players. You know, you're playing your top players, and we've got about 14 players that are like 18 material at the moment. Neto, yeah, Drewsbury's playing well. Everyone's playing well, like in the midfield. We've just looked good since the 10-minute mark. Oh shit, left side. Too easy to get the cross in. The Sassy free kick. Yeah, I wouldn't start Badiashile and Disasi against Newcastle. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Everything's looking so far so good. Atmosphere's mad. Absolutely mad, by the way. Sounds sick. Enzo, fucking hell. Come on, that's poor. Badiashile deleted players there. Deleted with that pass. Deleted. And he was good coming on against Liverpool as well. Commentators are nicing us up right now. We need to get a second goal. But the commentators really want to wax lyrical. So I kind of want us to go and get a second and a third just for that. So the commentators can just be waxing lyrical about us for the rest of the game. Because they're itching. Itching. But yeah, Disasi looks very... Badiashile looks very comfortable. Very, very comfortable right now. And again, these games, confidence boosters for him. We don't really speak about Badiashile a lot, but if we're to recuperate that form that he showed in the first 6 months, these are the type of games where you just want clean sheet, spotless defending, and hopefully his confidence starts to come back slowly but surely. And then, yeah, he can actually start to be a bit more of a presence going forward. But yeah, he's looking good in the middle of the back three. Drewsbury Hall looks very confident. He's picking up lovely little pockets. Good. I'm enjoying our build-up at the moment. Keeper looks very, very good as well. It's comfortable. Enzo's gone for a long one. Felix he's looking for. It's a bit short. It's basically a front two with Felix and Nkuku at times. Playing neither of them are strikers, so they're just playing the striker role together, front two. Which I think is good because neither of them I'd want holding up the ball on their own for a long period of time. I think they're better off linking up with people and having people close to them. Jackson has more of an outlet for us. I'd say Nkuku and Felix are like both. Felix is more of the 10, but he is also making runs in behind as well. So it's a front two at times. Felix does most of the dropping back. Shrewsbury Hall. Felix. Go on. Nkuku. Nice. Oh, unlucky. But yeah, if you definitely want who the 10 is, I'd say Felix is the 10. Felix is the one that will start moves in that half space, carry the ball a bit, and then he'll also do the running in beyond and stretch the team. And that's really what we saw for the first goal. It was a perfect example of it, really. But yeah, it would be nice if we could get comfortable. Maybe, just maybe, we might see academy graduates make a debut in the final 10 minutes of the game if we're 2-3 up. Maybe. Mancini. What, the manager? Or the player? There's no point doing comparisons in the chat, I'll be real, because any of our players of recent years would be cooking in this competition. Gallagher would be cooking in this competition. Cooking. I'm sorry. Cooking. Like, yeah. If you play for Chelsea and you have a contract with Chelsea, you're cooking in this competition. No doubts. You're cooking. If you're not, you don't play for Chelsea. You're an imposter. Anybody who's done anything for Chelsea of note and had any sort of contribution, which Gallagher has, whether we want to admit it or not, he had his moments. You're cooking in this competition. Absolutely cooking. They're pointing lasers at the keeper. What is going on? Ah, you put out a play, you fish. Ah, yes. Get that ball back. This won't be the competition that proves what level these players that we have are at. Like, they will cook in this competition. They will cook. Now, if any of these guys in this team can break into the A team, that is a statement. That is, that's now something to be like, okay, what do we have here, And that's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Crowd's not going crazy. Kind of calmed down now, which I didn't think they would. I didn't think we'd be able to calm this crowd down, but we have calmed the crowd down. We've taken the sting out of the game. You could still hear, bits and pieces, but I thought the whole place would be rocking. But it doesn't look like it's sold out as well. Like, it's quite a few empty seats in the ground. There's a lot of seats vacated, so yeah, I was preparing for the worst. I was thinking, the whole stadium is going to be rocking. They're all going to be bouncing, jumping up, flares everywhere, like the whole 9 yards. But it's been mixed. Let's get the second goal, man. Come on. Got way too much quality for this. Wide. Come on, boys. How we looking on subs, ladies and gentlemen? How we looking? Oh, creepy, creepy. We're creeping up. Creeping up, ladies and gentlemen. I see you. Bring me Rak Saki. Do you know what? I'm not looking for today the most entertaining game. I'll be honest. And that's weird coming from me, because usually in this competition, 99% of the time, I just want us to absolutely blitz and blam up everybody. But if we get a 2-0, no injuries, toughest game possible in the league campaign that we have, and back to winning ways, a clean sheet, there's a lot of positives for me in there. And then you can move to Newcastle and go from there. The rest of the teams, especially at home as well, I think at home, the blammings are more important, because you need to build that. We desperately need to build something with our home crowd, our home games. Today I kind of see it as just, we've got a job to do, you know? Got a job to do, go and get that job done and keep it moving. Just do your job. But home games, I think it is our responsibility to get the crowd up a bit, entertain, get goals, you know, really go for the jugular. This away game in this stadium with this crowd, with the context of obviously the passing of one of their former players, I was expecting a bit of heat. So I'm cool. Manage the game, be responsible. Just do a professional job, really, today. Do a professional job. I think everybody we're pretty calm with that. Yeah, we're just managing the game. We don't need to commit crazy amount of bodies forward and be really direct, and just keep the ball, pick your moments, and you'll get your second goal. Then they might come out a bit more. And then not only then, we can go and get a third, and that will be really game over. Be finished. Come on, boys. But yeah, it's a bit of a slow burner. But after Liverpool, I'm fine with a slow burner, because that was a very heated, energy sapping affair. If we're top of the standings, by the way, guys, does that mean we play the last team that qualifies, like the bottom team? So we get a preference, like we get a better draw? Let me know in the chat. Do we get like a better draw because we finished top of the standings? I think that's what it means, isn't it? First plays whatever number it is, and then so on and so forth. 16th or whatever it is. Yeah, good. Well, then that means it's in our best interest to make sure we win every game, finish top, then we get an easy knockout game. I mean, you know, we should win any game, but easy knockout game, get through that as well. Just keep it moving. The longer we can go without having to play any A-listers, the better. So if we get a nice, easy knockout game, we can play the same B team as always as well. Yeah, hopefully we can do it in the round after that. And only when you get to like the semi-final, that's when I'm thinking, okay, maybe then Palmer, at least on the bench, you know, players like that. But if you can get to like April without having to even go to the A-listers, that would be perfect. Halftime, 1-0 against Panathinaikos. Very good first half, I think, for a lot of those players. Felix has been very good. Very good. Gets his goal. Mudryk assist. Badiashile, very good. Shrewsbury Hall, very, very good as well. So, yeah. Decent. Solid. Very solid. Definitely would like a second goal in the second half, just to leave this with no doubt. You don't want to sit on a 1-goal lead and potentially leave a door open for them to get back in the game, and then you could be on the receiving end of some nonsense. We don't need that today. We just need to, like I said, do our job and go. But yeah, I'm pretty happy, guys. Pretty happy. These Conference League games are meant to be low stress. Low stress. We get to watch our team play. We get to watch our team win, watch our team play well, and we keep it moving. And that's what we're getting so far. So pretty content. I think if Neto is one of those players that, does need to almost... I think there's certain players in this team that very unlikely they're going to get into the Premier League team, So they kind of have to do their job, do as well as they can, perform, but they're not necessarily on the cusp of breaking in. The players that are on the cusp of breaking in for me are Neto. I think Nkuku's base level talent will always mean he's on the cusp. And if he's not playing well enough in these games, then that's just a disappointment in general, because he's definitely good enough to be in that first team if he finds a spot. Enzo Fernandez, obviously, is another one of those. I think those three in particular have to look at these games as we need masterclasses, like from ourselves, because that's where you're gonna knock the door. You're gonna knock on the door. I don't think Disasi is really knocking on the door like that. So masterclass is not necessarily needed from him. Just do your job. Same applies to Shrewsbury Hall as well. I think. Don't think he's knocking on the door for the Premier League team, especially with Lavia back. So you kind of just do your job. You play well, but you know that this is kind of your bread and butter. This is where you're going to be this season. So that's how I see it. I think there's some players that have a genuine chance of breaking in, and there's some players that, unless we're having an absolute crisis in the first team and we're playing poorly and we're really dropping a lot of points and, people are really dropping clangers, then maybe, but, we don't want to see that, and, that shouldn't be the case. Shouldn't be the case. I'm going to read out some chats. Neto better when he can drift from left to right. Mudryk can't play on the right, so our attack becomes a bit predictable and there isn't enough movement. There's a lot of heat for Shrewsbury Hall in the chat. I don't know if they're trolling or what's going on. I don't really feel like Shrewsbury Hall's had a bad game. I think he's been pretty solid. Let me go and check out his statistics. Let me know in the chat. A lot of people giving Shrewsbury Hall a lot of heat. I don't really know why. I think he did misplace one pass that I can remember. That was like, what are you doing? I think Enzo, put it out of play as well. But usually midfielders are going to misplace one or two passes a game. It's very rare that they're going to have 100% passing accuracy. But I don't think Shrewsbury Hall's had a bad game at all. I think he's been pretty decent. I think he's been very decent, actually. Let me take a look. If I can find some statistics. So, one interception, not really too much defensive work to be done really in midfield. One long ball, one key pass, which I think may have been the key pass that led to the goal. Ground duels, 1 out of 2. Aerial, never expecting him to do too much on that, to be honest. He's just lost that one. One long ball out of the 2. 86% passing accuracy, 30 out of 35. I think he's been decent. I think out of everyone, Neto might be the guy that has been the most disappointing because we haven't seen a lot of him. I'm pretty sure I'm going to see that he's had the least amount of touches maybe in the whole team, but definitely in the forward line. Let me take a look. But Nothing concerning, to be honest, at the moment. I'm not concerned about anybody, I'll be honest. I'm not concerned. Because if Neto doesn't turn the lights on today, then I mean, yeah, I think people want the right wing to be really highly contested, and it should be. And Neto cost a lot of money, I'd admit, so he does need to kind of turn the lights on anyway. I think he's the one that you're looking at and thinking we need a lot more from you for what we paid. Mudryk's had 2 key passes. He's got an assist. I've got no massive complaints with anyone else, really. Felix has done his thing. I think he's been our best player. Nkuku, 19 touches. How many did Neto have? Neto has had more touches, but Neto will do this thing where he gets the ball and he has like 5 touches and then he gives it. So he'll rack up touches that way. But I think Nkuku's probably had more. He's had more influence on proceedings. Let's see. But even him, you want to see more from. Defense has had nothing really to do, so I can't really even judge the defense. Apart from the one save the goalkeeper had to make at the start, which was brilliant, defense has been pretty solid. So I'd say out of everyone, you're looking at Nkuku and Neto to give a bit more, and they're both on that right-hand side, if you notice. And Neto's obviously playing right wing, but Nkuku's playing right striker. Felix is more on the left striker position, plus dropping into the midfield. Obviously, Mudryk's on the left wing. So you do have like a 4-4-2 at times, or 4-2-2-2, or whatever you want to call it. But you've got 2 strikers up there a lot of the time, and it's mainly the right side that we're not getting as much from. Is that because from a progressive standpoint, the left side is a bit better? If you're looking at, Renato Vega, he can put a really nice pass down the channel to Mudryk, which he did in the first half, and then he was obviously offside. Cucurella is a very good passer along the ground. I feel like the passing on that left-hand side is just going to be a lot smoother in general. Enzo's also on that side as well, as opposed to Dewsbury Hall. So I feel like what you're receiving on that left-hand side is a lot smoother than the right. For instance, the Sassy on the right-hand side, a lot of the times he might get it and he'll end up clearing it, or he'll end up, he's not as smooth on the pass as the rest. Badiashile, who's playing on the left, who's playing in the middle, is left-footed. So even with Badiashile in the middle, you've still got a bit of a left bias, because he's even thinking, well, I'm going to pass it a bit to the left, or if I'm going to play that really sweeping, line-breaking pass, it's more likely it's going to go down the left channel or through the left side of the pitch than the right. So I feel like we are a little bit favoured to the left as well. I think we are a little bit favoured to the left. You're not expecting Disasi to progress the ball anywhere near as good as Badiashile, Renato Vega, Enzo Fernandez, and they're all on that left-hand side. So I just think we're going to receive the ball better in better areas on the left. But yeah, Neto's had the ball in good areas at times as well, so he could still be a lot better. But even Dewsbury Hall's left-footed, so he even always loves to look over there as well and switch it. So I'm not too concerned. I would like to see Carney Chukwuemeka in this game. I agree with the chat. I wouldn't mind seeing Cassidy get some minutes as well. I think if we go... See, the thing is, for me, if we go 2-0 up, we're getting closer to the line where we can say game's finished. For me, game's finished at 3-0. Never 2-0. But if we can get that second goal, you could potentially start to look at taking a couple players off. Cucurella's, Enzo Fernandez, players that are going to be, making impact over the next couple games against Newcastle, both those games against Newcastle, and obviously Man United as well the weekend after. And then you could start making some switches. So I'd like to see Cassidy get minutes. I'd like to see, potentially, if you have to give Tosin some minutes for Cucurella, you can give him some minutes and just reshuffle the whole back line across. You could give Tyreek George some minutes for Mudryk if it gets to that point where we're comfortable. Maybe an academy debut. I don't think they'll get one personally. I think they're both going to be on the bench for the whole game, unless the manager's feeling very, very nice. But I don't think he's going to give them anything. I think Gu needs minutes as well. He hasn't played much apart from these Conference League games. So you're looking at Chukwuemeka, Cassidy, Gu, Tyreek George, 4 players that need minutes, I think. Those 4. Tyreek George doesn't need the minutes, but it would be nice if he got them. And then that fifth sub's up in the air. But I think those 4 will definitely all come on. I think you're guaranteed to get those 4 coming on. Unless it stays 1-0 and we are fighting for our lives for the last 15, 20 minutes, then then maybe they don't come on. But yeah, hopefully that's not the case. All right, let me end that poll as well. Let's see what the chat's saying. As the favourites, obviously, how do you feel about this competition? Do you want to run deep and risk too many games in a bad comp, or no? Listen, we want to win it. We want to win it. And I say we because anybody who doesn't want to win it, I mean, why would you not want to win it? We can't pick and choose what trophies we get. We're not at that point right now as a club where we can look at trophies and say, oh, we'll take that one. We don't want that one. You know, where Pep comes out and says, I'm going to rest in the Carabao Cup because we've got lots of games. We're not in that position. We've not won a trophy now for 2 seasons on the trot. So, and we've been getting beaten in finals repeatedly. Back to back to back to back at Wembley, time and time again. So any experience this group can get winning a trophy, I don't care what trophy it is, as long as it's competitive and it's not the Emirates Cup or the Samsung Cup or the Audi Cup, a competitive trophy, I'm taking it. I don't care what it is. Now, yeah, for me, we should be winning this trophy. Am I going to necessarily have the biggest dopamine of my life if we win it? Probably not, you know, because we've seen Champions League, Europa League. It's going to be hard to have that level of dopamine, borderline impossible. But I'll be very happy. And I'll be happy more for the boys and for the manager. It's more for them. I don't think, you know, for us as a club, we've won a lot in our history. You know, we know what the top table looks like. But for these guys, I'll just be happy that they get something because I think they need something. Do you know what I mean? Badly need something. So it'll be a nice little applause for them that they had a task. They were favourites. They were under pressure to do it, and they just done it, and they didn't butcher it. Because it's more embarrassing to not win it than anything else. You don't win this competition, that's embarrassing. Like I said, our squad value is more than everybody in this competition combined. So it's embarrassing if we don't win this competition. It's embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. I cannot stress that enough. It is embarrassing. You don't get to spend as much money as we've spent and not win this competition. It's a damn right disgrace, right? So we do that and we move on. And then if you do that, then you know I always say when I speak to Arsenal or Tottenham, I always say, you know, it's really difficult for you to demand in the Champions League when you've been in the Europa League and you've not delivered. If you're too good for the competition, the best way to prove it is to win it, and then nobody can have any doubts. You win it and you move on. If you don't win the competition that is meant to be second rate or third rate, it's very difficult for you to have chest when you go into that that higher level competition because you've not proven that you can win in Europe. So win this group of players wherever they are next season. At least they'll have that banked, and then we can move on. I think the winners of this competition go into a Super Cup. I assume. Did they not go into some sort of Super Cup semi-final, and then the winner plays the Champions League winner, or is that not the case? I don't know. Should be the case. Let me know in the chat, because that's another trophy then. Potentially, if that's the case. I don't know if it is. I hope it is, but I don't think it. Maybe it might not be. I don't know. Because really, if this competition is to be given any sort of respect, it should really be that the winners of this play, the Europa League winners, and then the winners of that play the Champions League winner. But they don't do that, you know. I think they should do it. I'm not just saying that because we're here. I'm just saying it because why is this competition here if you can't be in the Super Cup as well? You know, I don't know. I feel like that should be a thing, but well, that is what it is. There's an extra game for you, UEFA. You want an extra game? There it is. The Super Cup semi-final. But then again, if that was the case, then I guess you'd have to make Carabao Cup winners play FA Cup winners to then potentially play Premier League winners for the Community Shield. If that logic was to stand up. Yeah, maybe too much. Right, timer. Second half soon. We will be there. Yeah, none of that. Neto has been extremely mid. Look at the lineup United put out. Oh. I know nobody cares about this competition, bro. But if we don't win it, people will find a way to care, or they'll find a way to make it clear that we should have cared. Trust me. You won't hear about this competition until we were to exit. That's how I see this competition. Nobody's going to pay any mind in this competition. And I have no grievance with that. No grievance. But if we were to dare lose or leave this competition, it would be the talk of the town for the next week. That's how you need to look at it. It's not important until it is. And that is how you need to see it. So no one's paying attention. No one cares. I hear it. But if we were to exit, everybody would have something to say. The media, everyone. So just don't give them anything to talk about. Just don't give them anything to talk about. Just do your job and pretend like we weren't even here. That's how I see it. Don't draw attention to ourselves for no reason. We're more than capable of winning, so just do that. Don't draw attention to yourself. We get enough attention as it is, to be honest. I think we're about to kick off, guys. Second half. I got the timer ready. Oh shit! Do I have the timer ready? That's a lie. It's not ready, is it? New. Yeah. Do not draw attention to yourself. Right. Let's see, hopefully, a better second half performance for Neto and Nkuku. Kicked off. So yeah, second half, just want to see more from Neto, more from Nkuku. And then I'm pretty much fine. But it's for them, I think, especially for Neto. Jackson, for me, has his position certified in the first 11 in the Premier League team. So Nkuku's facing an uphill battle at the moment. Whereas Neto, if he was to actually drop a masterclass, he could genuinely potentially get into that team on the right wing for Madueke. The commentators are desperate to glaze our club. Give them a reason to in the second half, please. They are desperate to glaze. Yeah, so desperate. Oh. Got to keep an eye on that camera. It's asking to die. Right, we're in possession, people. Oh, let me check Man United's lineup. What is it? Is it a catastrophe? It's a catastrophe! Oh. Camera, bitch. Camera's done his thing. Oh, they're hitting us on the break. Come on. Felix. I need the real Man United team. Let's see if I can find it. Is it out on Twitter, guys? Oh, it's going to do this little glitch and shit again. Mazawari in the 10? What the fuck? Heck are you man talking about? Mazawari in the 10. Oh, yes! 2-0. Mudryk. Off the left wing. Back post. Tap in at the back post. Good positioning. That's where you want to be. And again, Dewsbury Hall. And again, that's why I said at halftime, I don't really understand where the Dewsbury Hall criticism coming from. I understand the Neto, but I don't really get the Dewsbury Hall. And speaking of Neto, he's the one that gets the assist on the right-hand side. Great right foot cross. He's very good at that. On either foot, giving a good cross. Nice little dink chip ball into the box. And then Mudryk, back post header. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Perfect. One of the players there that needed to pick up their game. And they've assisted each other the other way around as they did for the Ghent second half goal where Mudryk assisted Neto. Now it's Neto assisting Mudryk. Flank to flank. And I like the fact that Mudryk's got himself into the box there, back post, got his header, and handled business. That's why there's no panic. Because these men can turn it on. Against this level of opposition, they can turn it on in an instant. And then next thing you know, you're like, what was I even worried about? Nah, this Mazzarari in the 10 is crazy. The fuck are they? Bro, what are they doing? This manager's a madman. I've got Onana, Lindelof, Mazzarari, De Ligt, Martinez, Rashford, Xerxes, Eriksson, Garnacho, Dallo, and Ugarte. Mazzarari in the 10. That can't be true. Let's see how it looks on the pitch anyway. That's just so tapped. Go on. Blocked. Get me my third goal, boys, so we can start resting players. Come on. Oh. Good defending, Cucurella. Offside. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps glitching, bro. It's just being really weird. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just being really odd. I don't really want to play about with it too much because I don't want it to turn off, but yeah, it's being very annoying. That's never happened as well, so I don't know why. I think the battery's just a bit loose. I need to fully charge the camera is what I need to do. Both my cameras are dead. Don't know why. Didn't expect that when I came into this room today, but all of these cameras are dead. They all need a full charge. So after this watch along, I'm gonna fully charge them both. Do my review, fully charge them, and then Newcastle will have full batteries. What's wrong with the timer? Oh shit, it's not even there. Fuck is it not there? All right, it's there now. Come on, boys. Yeah, Renato Vega and Badiashile moved the ball around very nicely. Very, very nice. Very smooth. Good, Cucurella. Right side, Cucurella. Ball in. Yeah. Nkuku off the ball isn't really much. It's not really much when you compare him to Jackson. So that's why it's not as cut and dry as everybody feels when it comes to picking that striker. His press was never going to be on Jackson's level. He's just trying to keep himself fit. He's not trying to run himself into the ground and do a mad level of pressing. Oh, oh, we're cruising now, boys. That was the third goal that we needed. Oh, we're cruising. We are cruising now. 3-0. Finished. Game finished. 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 That's game, set, match now, people. Let me see if my third camera even works. Nah, not yet. That's game, set, match. Game, set, match. Mudryk involved again. Will go down as an assist as long as that shot from Felix is on target, which I think it is, and then it just goes into the corner. So Mudryk's leaving this game right now with two assists and a goal, which is fantastic. That glitch is pissing me off as well. My other camera is dead. There's not really much I can do. Felix will claim it. Will it go down as his goal? I need to see a replay from the back. Let me just see if I can get my other camera on. 1 sec, people. No, I can't. Don't know why. But yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're living life. Now we're in a good position. Now we can potentially start bringing on some young players. Nkuku now wants to get involved. Yeah, we're cleaning up. Second half, cleaning up. Do you see why we were kind of disrespectful of this competition on All You Can Eat Chelsea at the end of the episode? I hate it, but it's facts. You know, respectfully. I don't want to be disrespectful, but respectfully. We're not gonna have any struggles around these parts. You know what I mean? We're not gonna be struggling. Neto. We're just going in gears. We're in first gear in the first half. Then we was like, we should step it up a bit. Yep, let's do that. Bang, 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 bang. Goals, goals, goals. It's crazy. That's just what it is. Vega, go on. Get the fourth. Felix, go on. Felix on a hat-trick. He wants a handball. Penalty! Penalty, ref! Thank you! Thank you very much. Thank you very much, referee. Much appreciated. Yeah, they're imploding. Oh, it's all gone wrong in Greece. It's all gone wrong in Greece. Felix, opportunity to get a hat-trick. If he's going to take the penalty, I don't know. Hopefully he does. But it's all going wrong in Greece. Nkuku's usually the penalty taker, to be fair, when it comes to these situations. For these, look at them shining the flashlight on the blood clot. Look at them. They're shining the lasers on Nkuku's eyes as he's about to take the penalty. This is crazy. Nkuku's the penalty taker, by the way. So Felix is not going to be on the penalty. And we have rules around here. Sorry. But manager made it clear, I've got my penalty takers, and they're not going to change based on sentiment and situations for players' personal achievements and whatnot. So Nkuku's going to step up as a very assured penalty taker. If you've ever seen Nkuku take penalties, he's very good. They are flashing that light in his face. I do not like that one bit. Look at them. They are taking a piss with that. Hopefully he just handles business. Once he starts running, they shouldn't really be able to track his face like that anyway. But yeah, they're doing the most. They're doing the most. Once he starts running, he can focus. They're not that good. Go on, put that away, brother. Yes! And it's 4! Chelsea absolutely cruising in Greece. Sent the keeper the wrong way. Sent these man packing. And this is one of your tougher Conference League games. But we are not here to fuck about. Top of the league table, and that's exactly where I expect us to stay. Hearts in second, Rapid Vienna in third, Shamrock Rovers, who we play later on in the winter months, in fourth, Florentina, and so on. But only 3 teams at the moment in this competition with a 100% record, even after just 2 games. So that tells you all you need to know, that these guys are battling amongst each other for points, really. But yeah, around here at these streets, there's a few teams that have played 1 still to play. But yeah, around these parts, looking for 3 points. Stat pad session indeed. Listen, Felix has time to get another. I don't think he's going to get taken off on a hat-trick. He might look at Chukwemeka coming on for Enzo or Cassidy coming on for Dewsbury Hall, but I think he will leave Felix on. But let's see. Maybe he won't. Lovely jubbly, guys. This is what you want from this competition. Comfortable domination. So Nkuku's come off for Tyreek George, which means I think Felix is going to go... Oh, wait, is there multiple subs? Gu on as well? Yeah, Gu comes on. Gu comes on. So it's Tyreek time. Gu comes on as well. But yeah, we're looking good, guys. Yeah, Serviette were causing more problems. It's true. It's true. They're not even in the competition anymore. It's mad. That can happen, though. They were bopping it about. They were causing issues, problems. Good build-up play. Dewsbury Hall. Sassy. Lovely. 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 Kukurea fight. Oh! Yo! Tyreek George. Cut back now. Cut back. Cut back. Cut back. Cut back. Ah, you've done too much. Cut back, man. That was a lovely move back to front. Yeah, we're playing back to front very well. Cucurella, man, bloody hell. Cucurella is taking gambles on his passing, but it's coming off. Right foot, just right in front of the press. I'm looking at some of our stats and yeah, we're looking good. Mudryk is coming out of this looking so nice. Oh, the Sassy's trying to get in on the act now. Jesus Christ. Jeez. Even the Sassy wants to go. Left foot. See, now we're just taking a piss. Everybody's confident now. Everybody's living life. Blood. Look how many people got forward. 7 players in that move. Mudryk, good cross. Then Disasi's just, yeah. You know when you're playing five-a-side and you just wanna go forward? That's what he's doing now. Now Disasi's like, yo, I want some action now. I've done my defending. I've done my part. I've been playing my part. Now get me up front. Do you remember when I suggested that he should come on and go up front in a game when we needed a goal against Nottingham Forest? People laughed at me. Look at Disasi. He used to be a striker, I'm telling you. He's a bulldozer. People laughed. Yeah, Power League, bro. Power League. Power League. Oh, cheeky. Cheeky. Corner. We're flexing. We're flexing now, Power League. Powerade competition. That's my title of my review. We're playing like it's Power League. That's the title of the review. Bro, even my stream is going crazy, bro. The camera wants to score goals. The camera's like trying to go up front. Doesn't want to defend. Doesn't want to do his job. It's crazy, bro. Even the equipment's trying to do too much. Ball in. This is what goals give you. Confidence and a level of arrogance that is earned. And that's what I like to see, because now we can enjoy. Now these players can really get into their technical bag, try things, and really show off. But you have to earn that. You can't do that at 1-0, not even 2. Now we've got 4. We've got a brilliant buffer. I hope that they still respect the clean sheet, because I think the goalkeeper deserves it. In that first few minutes, he made a massive save that can't go unnoticed. If we concede that first goal, who knows what position we put ourselves in. So I think we need to leave with a clean sheet. But apart from that, they can just have fun. The only time we're going to concede is if we make a mistake off our own doing. It's not going to be because we've been undone. Look at the build-up play. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Cucurella. Oh, unlucky. I think that pass to Tyreek George was on, and then it wasn't. Split second. It had to be kind of made a bit earlier, and then it was gone. Gap was closed. Cucurella is playing as like a midfielder, and he's just bossing it. George. Unlucky. Cucurella is just balling out in midfield now. It's mad. Balling out. He's loving it. Oh, ruined. Clean sheet ruined. That's a damn shame indeed. That's the first time they've really come forward with any sort of threat since the first 10 minutes. I'll be honest. We slept. I feel for Jorgensen. He doesn't deserve to concede in this game. It's a good move from them, though. Yeah, we just got a bit carried away. That's the only reason why we conceded. What can I say? We're a fun side. Don't say I jinxed it. You lot all jinxed it as well. I saw you all in there. Power League. You were with me. Don't try that. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. I saw you all in there. Power League. You know, Powerade. Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Is it gonna get called off? Is it offside? Palestri? Cassidy is coming on for Enzo Fernandez. 70 minutes. That's enough. You lot are way too comfortable blaming me, I'll be honest. Way too comfortable. This is a group collective effort, okay? Everybody here is responsible for this. Don't try and blame me. Everybody here is responsible for everything that happens here, okay? You guys are just as much a part of the watch along as anybody else. So don't try it. Don't go anywhere, okay? Don't go anywhere. Shame. Cucurella yeah, he's just in midfield. He ain't even going back to left back again. That's partly why we conceded. Because he's so in midfield now. Look at him. Look at him jogging in midfield. This guy's lost a plot. Look at him just jogging around in midfield. With his hair just springing up and down. That brother don't even care about defense anymore. He don't even give a damn. He don't give a damn. He don't give a damn. Is it offside? Back post. The first person on the cutback is off, but it doesn't go to him. But he does stick a leg out for it. So you can debate about it being offside because he's trying to he is influencing the play. If he's not there, the goalkeeper doesn't engage in that first action with him at the near post. He either gets the ball or you know he's not off his line in the first place. So yeah, I think that should have been given offside because he is engaging in the play. I would have given that offside, but it is what it is. I would have given it offside. Drewsbury. Vega. Nah, some of Vega's passing today. Fuck me sideways, bruv. It's been insane. It's been bellissimo. Yeah? Some of Vega's passing today is just a sight to behold. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. My goodness gracious me. Sorry the camera's bugging, but I need to save the battery for the review. This watch along is finished. Finished! Nah, some of the passes my man is playing to break the lines. We need to have a conversation. What kind of line-breaking centre-back have we got on our hands on this left foot? My goodness. Now, Vega is a baller. Mm-mm. I think George is where he's at, you know. He's had a couple of opportunities. He doesn't start for these teams right now, for sure. He comes off the bench, and that's his role. Off the bench in these encounters when the game is done and dusted, and he has to make those cameo minutes work. I don't think he's going to be in a position where he's not coming off the bench, because I think he's the first winger off the bench after Mudryk and Neto in these games. So he's going to keep coming off the bench until the games get serious. And it's up to him to take the chances. That's all there is really to it. Go on. Bruh. Their commentators are ripping into the opposition like crazy. George! Oh, now, Felix, you've got to finish. It's a great cross from George. Got to finish that, Felix. Could have got an assist. Yeah, he is only 18. Exactly. Let him settle down. But that was a really good cross. Nice switch. Go on, George. Nice. Good step overs. Oh, unlucky. Shot Drewsbury, deflected, saved. Yeah, he's coming on the right-hand side. So he came on the right when Achumpong was on the right as well. Against Barrow, I think it was. And then obviously today he comes on the right-hand side. I would like to see him on the left because he does want to cut in and shoot, and he's not left-footed. But yeah, he keeps coming on the right, so what can you do? Chukwemeka is coming on for Dewsbury Hall. Chukwemeka's coming on. Yep, Carney's coming on. By the way, I'm really enjoying this commentary team. I don't know who these guys are, but I like this commentary team a lot. I like them a lot. I don't get why every time Cassidy comes on before Chukwemeka, it's a beef. I don't understand on Twitter what's going on over there. It's like every time Cassidy comes on, oh, why didn't Chukwemeka come on? Every time Cassidy starts, oh, why didn't Chukwemeka start? They're not the same player. The manager doesn't see them as the same player, and they're not the same player. They might both be eights, but they're different types of eights. And to be honest, Cassidy's they're trying to mold him into a six at the moment because we don't have any six in the squad. So I don't really understand. I don't understand. Chukwemeka is not playing as a defensive-minded midfielder for Chelsea. Cassidy at times is. What's so difficult to understand about that? Cassidy's got the height and he's got some physical bit about him where they feel like they have to mold him into a six at the moment as he's chosen to stay. Chukwemeka is an 8/pocket player. Where's this comparison? Nah, I had to ask the question on Twitter because I'm just confused. Like, what we actually crying about? Is there actually anything to cry about today? What are we crying about today? Seriously. It don't make no sense. I don't understand what the problem is. Don't understand the problem. Managers managing them very, very well. He's managing these players very well. I have no real concerns about minutes for players and opportunities. He's giving people chances. He's giving people opportunities. Even the academy guys, he's giving them chances. So I don't really... you know, the manager's not going to manage the squad exactly the same way you would want the squad managed. It's impossible. All you can ask is he's giving people opportunities. He's giving people sufficient time off the bench in games like this so they can actually impress. And if they take their chances, they take it. If they don't, they don't. You know? Even Gu's getting his time today. And the manager, he's just being consistent because he did say in the summer, Chukwuemeka needs to go out on loan or he needs to be sold because he's not going to get minutes and we want him to get minutes. So even a loan deal, 30 games, much better than what I'm going to be able to give him. And so far, he's been consistent. This is what he's getting. And this is all he's got space for. We can't get excited about signing Sancho, Felix, on top of Nkuku, Palmer, Neto, and then complain about Chukwuemeka minutes, you know? At the end of the day, it was kind of painfully obvious that we had a lot of 10s and a lot of attacking players and he was not going to get game time. Very obvious. It's, you know, that's just how it is. These men are calling glue. Hooked away. I don't know. I don't know who does. Listen, I don't see them as doing the same role, but all I know is that Chukwuemeka and Cassidy came to the club in the same transfer window. So I can't even split it on a politics thing. And they both cost basically the same amount of money. So I don't rate Cassidy higher than Chukwuemeka as a talent in terms of who has more potential, but I'm not going to complain about, you know, which one the manager gives more minutes to, because at the end of the day, Chukwuemeka's been very injury prone, so he does need regular game time somewhere else with who we've purchased. So hopefully in January he goes out on loan and then he gets his game time. He's not going to start these games. And yeah, he's coming off the bench now. Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka. I'd love to see Chukwuemeka at like a Crystal Palace on loan, playing every week. That would be nice. Who's your man in the match, people? Is it Misha or is it Felix? As you can see, anyway, look at where Casaday's playing and look where Chukwuemeka's playing. Different positions, people. Higher up the pitch, Chukwuemeka. He's playing in that like right half space. Casaday pivot. That's the difference. Now, not saying in under 18, under 19, under 23, under 21 England level that he may have played centre mid or whatever, but that's not where the manager's looking to play him. So I like him in the half spaces anyway. I think Chukwuemeka is best in the half spaces. From what I've seen at Chelsea anyway, I've not seen him in deeper midfield positions, but I don't really think I'd really want to see him in deeper positions. We've got enough players in there anyway. I think he's good attacking midfielder. But yeah, Casaday's in front of the back line. Our positional discipline's gone a bit. It's taking a while to start the build up. Everybody's trying to figure out where they're meant to be playing. Lovely. Tried to do a bit too much. These commentators are dragging them. Wow. Come on, George. George. Unlucky. Nah, these commentators are glazing us crazy. Yo, we need these commentators again, man. We need them for the next games. They're glazing us like crazy. They love us, man. We need these guys every time. This is brilliant. This is perfect. Great commentary. Mudryk. Mudryk, the only thing that could cap off this performance is a long range screamer. Yeah, he's having goes. Oh, it didn't stick. Well done, George. Unlucky. Go on, Cucurella. Bro, our players are just playing wherever. This is proper power league. The Sassy wants a goal. He does. He does. I'm telling you, he's got striker. He's got more. He's got some striker tendencies. He's got some striker instincts in him. He wants to be a striker. Oh, Mudryk has got a little flick or two in a minute. He's very confident now, eh, Mudryk? I saw the last couple flicks that you've been pushing. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it, sunshine. Yeah, we see it. Mudryk thinks he's slick. Yo, he thinks I ain't seen him. Last couple times he's got the ball, just little flicks. First touches on point. Confidence. Confidence. Yeah. I just heard someone say Asda Saka. What the fuck? Yo, you've just called Tyreek George the Asda Saka. That is ridiculous. This is blasphemy. I'm gonna note all this shit down. Saka from Argos. Nah, you lot are dickheads. You lot are dickheads. It's okay. It's okay. I need my star boy to go and get a goal now because this is ridiculous. This is not fair. This ain't fair, man. Nah, this ain't fair. Badiashile is just moonwalking. Yeah. I don't think Badiashil's broke a sweat. Man is literally standing. He's playing football. He's walking football today. He's walking it. He's not even sprinting or anything, or there's no urgency in that brother today. He's just chilling. I don't even know if Badiashil's awake. I think he's half asleep. I think he's playing with his eyes closed. He's just chilling. This is Power League, man. Look. Now that was sloppy. That was very sloppy. That was very disrespectful. Who just did that? Who just did that? Was that Felix? That was very disrespectful. I just watched Felix take the absolute piss and lose the ball. That was very disrespectful. Wake the fuck up. There's no need for that. Man's taking the piss now. Man said, I'm tired. I'm yawning. No, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't spoil a good day. That's disrespectful. That was very disrespectful. He didn't even try and keep the ball. He just said, you know what, I can't be asked. Just take it. Just take the ball, man. Just take the ball. Listen, remember, you're fighting to be in the Premier League team. Don't forget that. This game's finished. Don't forget you're fighting for the Premier League spot. So I think sometimes as the game going on, we forget in our heads that these players, you lot are fighting for Premier League positions. Don't forget that. Bro, Cucurella's played everywhere today, man. He's played midfield, he's played left back, he's played right wing, everything. Man's been all over the shop. He's got a free role. Man's playing on vibes. He's not even meant to be here. I don't even know why he's in the team today. That's what's so surprising. I think it's just because we've just chosen to rest the centre backs. But that Cucurella, bro, is not meant to be here. I think Carney does need a loan because he needs game time. It's not because he needs a loan because he's not good enough, but he needs game time. He's not going to get game time here. Oh. Free kick. And I'm just saying he needs the game time to go out on loan, play games, and then we decide what's going on from there. There's no point selling him now. He's not getting peak market value. You're not getting peak market value selling him now. Get him one season in the Prem, and I promise you, you're going to get minimum 30 mil, maybe 40, depending on what kind of season he has. But I think 30. Man said I got here late. Can I get the Chelsea lineup? Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Brothers on Wednesday. It's Thursday now. You're living on Wednesday. Brother thinks it's Wednesday. That brother thinks it's Wednesday. Man wants the lineups. Well, you want the Newcastle lineup? I ain't got that yet. I can give it to you though. You want the lineup for Newcastle? That brother's lagging behind. You need to charge. You need to go charge up. Go and get a Red Bull or something. You're lagging behind, brother. That brother's about to ask what the Liverpool score is, you know? About to ask us how the Liverpool game went on a Thursday. Man's gonna start screaming, Jackson equalized. He's gonna start typing Jackson equalized in block caps on a Thursday. Brother. All right, that's it. Game's finished. Finished. Yeah, absolutely destroyed this lot. Let me do my review. Keep it quick, slick. Not really too much. You know what I mean? Not too much today. Just nice, calm, collected performance. No stress around these streets. We keep it moving swiftly. Yeah? Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good dish. Good little meal there. Good little meal there, lads. Same time next week, yeah? Good little meal. Nice little snack. Little conference league snack. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, dearie me. Right. We move on to the main course on Sunday, indeed. Not really too much. Not really too much. Who clapped back? Oh, well. Okay. Man said, I'm also disabled. Do you want to take the piss out of that as well? Oh, okay. Shit. Fuck. All right. Damn. Okay. Well, you shut me up. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Touche. Okay. You win. I ain't gonna say no more. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Okay. Well, I'm gonna see myself out. Okay. I ain't gonna compete with that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just see myself out. I ain't gonna really say too much more. Yeah.